Rick, how much time we got? I gotta take a shit.
We are live right now.
Are the mics unmuted though?
I don't know.
They are.
Can they hear us?
Yes.
Can people hear us? Is it working? It worked
Hey,
too early
everybody.
before.
Welcome to the Blind Wave Podcast. 3 o'clock every Thursday. Twitch.tv/BlindWave. And we're back.
Woohoo! Yeah, last time it was we just took a break from. We thought we were starting. I don't know.
That was a test for you guys.
Yeah, make sure you guys could hear us. We were seeing if you guys were paying attention
Yeah.
or who had us muted.
And they were.
Now we know. How is chat doing today? A Rick and Eric swap? Look at each other, Eric and Rick.
No, we're messed up.
You'll be,
No, look at each other.
wall-eyed.
Look at each other.
There we go.
Times when me and Calvin do it.
OBS updated. Everything was.
Everything was
broken.
messed up.
Aaron,
All fixed now.
you should have looked that way. I was ready for you. No, look this way.
Change confuses and upsets me.
We fear change.
Well, Larry's-
Mind change.
But is well,
I like
has anything
change.
changed this week?
No?
No.
I don't know. What has changed? Rick put up a tease photo on Instagram
I did.
for a change in the schedule.
Yeah.
No, Calvin changed his lunch
What? I mean,
To
You
a-
mean
to a
from
s-
the
he
table
destroyed
to the
his lunch.
floor?
to a sub sandwich.
destroyed the thing that he loved the most.
That
It's
was
a
so
perfect
fucking funny.
bread to meat ratio. It might have been all over the
Oh
floor.
man.
For those that don't know, yeah, there's a post up. Where's that? up
Instagram.
at? Instagram. Calvin had made a sandwich, which I don't know. Calvin often just grabs food, sets it in front of him when we film a reaction, doesn't touch it, and then me and Aaron have to film something. He leaves it there, and Aaron has to clean it up.
I started punishing him, and by whenever it's happened, I'm like,
Yeah.
the other day we were doing Stargirl, I'm like, Eric, why is this here? He set this food on top of this. Doesn't look like he touched either one. It's just been sitting there. Anything he didn't take it with him. I'm gonna put this over here on the table.
Yes.
And behind this chair.
Yes, you punish him. This time he punished himself. But he made this sandwich, and he was so proud. He was so like, look at the bread to meat ratio of the sandwich. I was proud of him.
God punished him like the Tower of Babel. He
Yeah.
got too close to heaven.
He did.
God had to smote the sandwich.
Might.
No, he
Upon the
smoted
mountainside.
it
Yeah.
or whatever.
He was smoted.
It was smoted, but he had to smite it. Because of
Oh man, it was great. I was so happy we were there. I'm so happy we were filming. I'm so happy we have another camera for security that caught it more than the camera that was filming. So you can check that out on our Instagram, Blind Wave Crew.
Calvin, did you take
It's one
a
of
did
those
you take a
rare
bite of it at all?
times.
I did.
Did you?
Yeah, it was. I had eaten like a quarter of it already.
One of those rare times when I felt like bad for laughing. Like
You
I
didn't
felt
feel bad.
felt very bad for Calvin that he had lost his great sandwich, but it was so damn funny.
Yeah, I didn't feel terrible.
you laughed until you cried.
He was
Those
crying.
were not tears of sorrow, Rick.
We started the video, and Rick had like tears on his cheeks.
I was in the bathroom and I could hear you guys. I'm like, why haven't they? Have they started? What are they laughing about? What is going on?
So good.
That's her laughing from the distance.
It was good. Also, like when Calvin was talking about it, he had like a Holt-like delivery. Just made it all the better.
He did. Look at the perfect meat to bread proportion. It was fantastic. Great highlight of my week, Aaron. How was your week?
It's pretty good. I had to stop by, I think, to get like a prescription the other day for Melanie. And we do it at the Kroger pharmacy. And then when I was there and stuff, and I grabbed like some rice and things like that for me for here, and they have these Pokemon Oreos. Like it was like a stand. I'm like, wow, Pokemon Oreos.
Oh, I've heard about those.
Like, oh,
yeah.
I'm gonna get one.
You
So
can
I went.
collect
them.
So I went to get one, and I was like, I'm gonna have kids. Get one for me, get one for them.
Yeah.
So I got two.
Sure.
And I took them home, and they're really cool because as you're eating them and whatnot, I keep looking because each one has like a Pokemon on it. And there's like however many Pokemon things. I'm like, oh, cool.
like,
Look,
on
here's
the
a
Oreo.
yeah, like on
Okay.
the Oreo is like a little design, and then it also says the Pokemon in case you can't tell who the fuck it is. So I'm like, oh, and it took me so long before I saw my favorite. Ayla found Bulbasaur before I did.
Yeah.
But I'd be like, oh, it's a Sandshrew. Cool. Oh, it's a Cyndaquil. And, like, I just been eating those. And what's the most, like, expensive? I was thinking about this. What's the most expensive, like, meal or food you've ever eaten?
That I have paid for?
Sure. Or not. Just that you've eaten.
I mean, I guess that dinner we had in LA comes to mind.
Yeah, sure.
I don't know.
You don't know?
Not
Like,
that I've paid for.
What would be your estimate amount that you think that you've eaten? Like in one
$150.
$150 for one food?
Maybe for a meal.
For one food.
For one.
Well, like-
yeah, I would like one food, please.
Just for you.
So like while I was eating these, I was going through them. Like I've seen lots of them, right?
Yeah.
And like a couple times I forgot to look and see who they were.
See who
So
it
I'd be
was.
like, oh fuck, there's Bulbasaur. Oh, there's Lapras. That's cool. Oh cool, that's a Mew. That's neat. And then just going through and eating them.
Oh, you ate the meal.
Yeah, and there's
Yep.
5 days later or so,
Uh-huh.
like I come to find that people on eBay are selling a Mew cookie between $200 to
Yep.
$1,000.
Yep.
Serious?
I very well may have eaten
I was going to say,
$1,000.
the thing I noticed about this is because I tend to keep like my finger on the pulse of the collector's market, and I was fucking like, man, these Pokemon Oreos are going crazy. I better not tell anyone because I
Damn
didn't tell you. I didn't know. But
No,
no,
I-
like people are like shipping fucking cookies to each other.
I don't know if they're actually
Chaos.
selling or what, but on
Oh, no, they're
eBay
selling.
there
Or
is
if
a
they're just
Mew.
listed.
There's a Mew cookie listed for $1,000,
Aaron-
and I've seen them down for $200.
They are selling so much that people have already started manufacturing sealed boxes for them to go in.
So yeah, so I did that. I was talking to my kids about it yesterday, and I was saying about, guys, I think I ate $1,000, and they're like, what? What do you mean $1,000? And I was like, and I talk about the Mew, and then Kanan goes, oh, I ate a Mew. I'm like, we had two.
Oh my god!
Oh my god.
So our family,
Go fucking
because
buy
of
more of
our,
that shit,
I was like,
man.
our fucking stomachs and our craving for sugar.
Where did you get it at?
Kroger.
Let's
Why I
fucking-
don't eat cookies.
We need to Willy Wonka this bitch, like that guy that has the huge factory for his daughter. Go buy them all and look for those. Why not?
Apparently
Well,
we're in a
to
hotspot.
we invest $1,000. Think of the money we can make and the video we can make.
How many Oreos could I have bought?
and the
bought-
Oreos we could eat.
You bought 2 packs of Oreos and got 2.
I don't know if Kanan got his, and I could have eaten others, but I know that I looked at one point. Oh, cool, a Mew. That's neat. And then it was much
insane.
later when I was every once in a while like a news thing kind of pops up on my phone from Google or something like that, and this one said Pokemon Oreos selling for money or something. You know, I'm like, what? And I clicked it, and I'm like, well, no, I
Yeah.
ate one of these. And I was so like,
I'm looking right here. I
Sad.
mean, they're up to $1,000. There's one here for $350. It's got a little bit of wear.
who would wear?
Here's one $90, but it looks like shit. The grade
What
is real
grade
bad.
is it, Eric?
Yeah, the grade's real bad.
I was just like, damn, man, if I would have known that, I guess I could have put it in like a Ziploc baggie, try to sell it or something. I don't know. But even if you could have sold it for $200, I only paid, I don't know, $5 for this pack of Oreos or
Okay.
whatever.
So you go to Kroger after work today and you buy, say, 10 packs of cookies and you go home and your kids are excited, and then you quote Lord of the Rings.
Keep them safe. Keep them close, keep them safe, that whole thing?
Those are not for eating.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so
Where's keep them close, keep it safe from?
I was just
Keep
browsing.
it secret, keep it safe.
That's it.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just browsing eBay for Oreos. This guy is an evil genius. He has here Pokemon Oreo limited edition. Oh my god, a Mew is in here, sealed,
What? How are you going to know?
and he's listed it for $24,000.
How do you know if there's a Mew in there?
That's the genius. If you open it, you've lost value
Yeah.
to check.
Yeah.
But what he's selling
Is the potential.
But
is the
how
potential.
How can he
selling
verify?
He can't.
Is his name Schrodinger?
It's Schrodinger's Oreo.
Then he can't sell it as there's a Mew in there.
He is.
It's false advertisement.
It's impossible to prove.
I'm
Yeah.
just saying. Like, if you're gonna prove it, you gotta buy it.
Dude, this one is so crazy because it has 2 packs of the Oreos with 2 Oreos in front of them, and it says 2 rare Mew Pokemon Oreo cookies in a sealed bag, mint condition. I don't know what that means and how it's in a sealed bag. If it's the same idea for
Yeah.
$8,000 supposedly. But that's the thing too. Like, I don't know what all this has actually been selling. I just know people have been selling them or attempting to sell them. You know. I'm like,
Oh,
man,
dude,
did I?
there's a variety pack of Hostess snack boxes, cupcakes, ding dongs, $15. I'm sorry, I had to get off this.
Yeah, I want to have a look at this.
I had to get away from this.
Show chat because in my mind I'm imagining like the cheap animal crackers.
Yeah.
Where it's like, well, I guess this kind of looks like a lion. Like, how much do these Oreos actually look like?
No, they
Pokemon?
look pretty good. They kind of remind me of like Aaron. Do you remember like the ancient Mew
Yeah, the ancient Mew card.
card?
Like, Calvin, you've seen Mew. Does that look like Mew?
I guess, yeah.
Like that's.
All right. What do you think, Rick? Now that you can see it,
I'll do this here, and then it gets bigger on that part there.
it reminds me of ancient Mew.
I don't think I'd pay $2,000 for it.
Well, you just don't know you don't know how to value things. No, no, I would
No,
not.
I
either.
mean, that's not too bad.
No,
The
But I
packs
mean,
of Oreos
I would definitely eat
themselves
that.
are a limited run
I
of
would not.
Oreo, right?
Yeah, like they're only running these for however long they're running this type of Oreo.
The same
Supposedly.
thing with like the Game of Thrones Oreos that they had.
I didn't know they had those, but yeah, I would imagine it's similar to that.
Because
So-
I have like a couple packs of those that are still sealed.
Of the Game of Thrones ones?
Yeah.
Mm.
I don't know why I still have them. I'm not
See-
planning on like selling them on eBay or anything.
In the idea of the collector world, I would have been like, oh man, maybe I'll just keep a pack of these. But I did that once. Back in Star Wars Episode 1 came out.
Yep.
And I had like my Star Wars collection,
Mhm.
which like I probably had my Star Wars collection before like you had like your collection. Because I was like, I'm
Untrue.
keeping all this. I'm keeping all this. But you were still like in the middle of it,
No,
right?
untrue.
Huh?
You had it before mine?
When you were fucking like, I don't know, 15 years old?
No, I have figures down there that I bought when I was like 8
Yeah, but
that
like
are still sealed.
But you weren't like collecting yet, right? It was just like your brother already had them, so you just kind of kept them and had them over here. Or what was your method for that?
No, I mean I definitely had ones that are like I'm never opening this. I'm keeping this one.
Because I remember in 1999,
But I didn't ramp up
when
until
Episode 1 came out,
later
like
in
I
life.
was getting the Pogs
Uh-huh.
and the toys, and I was like collecting all of them, trying to get
Yeah.
everything I could, the posters.
I mean, Power of the
like-
Force, Shadows of the Empire stuff. That line came out like a couple years before Episode 1.
Yeah.
But I was really heavy into Power of the Force.
yeah, because
Yeah,
like I
before that, not really.
the one I did was I did the pop cans.
Yes.
And I was trying to get all there was Pepsi, Diet Pepsi, Mountain Dew, and I don't know, Pepsi Zero or some shit. I don't know what it was. There was 4 types of soda you could do. And I was trying to collect all 30 of them or something. I don't remember how many there were.
Mhm.
And I was always missing the Yoda can. I never got Yoda. But I kept those originally I was just taking the cans. And then I was like, all right, well, I'm not going to open. I'm going to leave them sealed, mint condition. And then years and years later, they like all sprung leaks and leaked their soda down the back of my
Yeah.
wall and shit. And
Finally ate through the aluminum.
yeah, so they did not last. And I didn't know that when I was a kid that they would do that. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
collectors now, they have to drain them.
yeah, me and my dad went through and like popped holes in the bottom of them and stuff to drain them all and stuff.
Yeah.
Rather than actually opening
Yeah, don't
them.
open it. You lose value if you open it.
Which is, I'm like, well, I'm still putting a hole in this damn thing. But
Mm-hmm.
so we did that. I still have them, but I'm like, I don't think they're worth as much now. But I can't think of a way where you could actually keep it mint, you know?
Yeah.
So I have some empty, unopened pop cans still to this day.
Yep.
So
Oh, there are
because of
people
that, I'm like,
still
I'm not gonna,
have, like,
I'm not gonna try to keep Oreos and save them
Yeah.
forever, you know?
I mean, I know at Rancho Obi-Wan, like the world's largest Star Wars collection, he has like the Jar Jar tongue sucker. Do you remember that? It was
Huh?
a sucker,
yeah,
but it was Jar Jar's tongue.
I think I remember that.
And he has it like encased like in resin,
Resin. Yeah.
so it doesn't rot. But no, they had a Jar Jar tongue sucker. It was terrifying. I had one.
That's crazy.
Not for long.
But yeah, so that's one of my things for the week where I was like, I found out that I may have eaten possibly $1,000.
Or two.
Well,
with your family.
Kanan did that one.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Together, the Elliots ate a lot of money.
possibly.
Gotcha.
And Melanie always said that I had like a, I don't know what's the word I'm looking for.
Expensive taste?
It's kind of like we would go to like wherever, and I would always end up getting probably more than I should or whatever, and just
Yeah.
like stop eating out all the time or whatever, and I'd always be getting all this food, and this was one cookie. I mean, I eat the other cookies too, but I don't see anyone selling Bulbasaur and Lapras and stuff.
So I love watching, like, every once in a while you find a video that's like opening new Pokemon card pack, you know, and they do that thing where they take the last 4 and put it at the top, and they start, you know, they reveal the last one. Oh my God, it's this one! I just made $3 million. I wonder if someone does that, but just for like Oreos.
We
all
should do
day.
that.
Just Oreo
We should go buy
opening
like
channel.
Each of us picks a pack of Oreos,
Yeah.
and we're opening them, trying to see if we get a Mew.
And just, all right, nothing. That's the video. Put up 30 a day.
Stormhammer asks if you could release a blind wave version of any snack product currently or formerly available, which would you choose?
I would love a
Ooh.
blind wave Oreo.
A blind
Oreo's
wave
my favorite
Oreo?
cookie.
I do like.
How do you not like Oreos?
Oreos are good.
Like the inside's fine, but the outside, it's just
It's a cookie.
it's like ash.
It's great.
What do you mean it's like ash?
Ash. This
Terrible.
guy doesn't like bacon.
I know. I can't trust his taste.
I love Oreos, but I associate Oreos with negativity.
What?
Yep.
Why?
Can't do it. I don't want to buy them. I don't want them in my house.
What are you talking about?
I will eat them all at once.
What do you mean negativity, though?
It's bad for me.
Oh, they're negative
It's
for you?
bad for me to eat all of them at once, and I can't stop myself.
What if you have, like, a pack of Chips Ahoy cookies?
How
You don't eat those the same?
much milk I got?
Why does that matter?
Are they
about
the
the chewy
chewy?
ones?
I'll eat more if I have
You
milk.
have the same amount of milk you would with the Oreo cookies.
That's it's too much.
It's either a gallon or none. One of the two. Those are the only two options you get.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I mean, if I have a lot of milk, then those cookies are gone that night.
What if you have no milk?
If I have like a guest too, there'll be a little bit there. I don't want to look like a fool.
Yeah, I'll leave them 4.
But if I'm by myself and there's a thing of cookies or Chips Ahoy and milk,
So,
negativity.
So really, it doesn't matter what cookies they are.
No, it
Are
does.
Chips Ahoy not
Okay.
cookies?
Yeah.
Like, what cookie would survive?
Is that something with raisins?
Yeah.
Oatmeal
Raisin cookies?
You guys don't like oatmeal raisin cookies?
I like oatmeal cookies. I just don't love raisins.
Yeah. That's why I put
Weird.
oatmeal and raisin in there. Both.
I like raisins.
And I don't say no. I'll eat them, but I won't binge them.
I have some right here.
You know what I like to do?
Yeah,
Is I like to make chocolate chip cookies, but in each cookie, put 1 raisin.
that's fine.
And then people are just second guessing themselves.
Like when you
they
get
eat their
fries
cookies.
and
Like,
you
wait a
add-
minute. Is there raisins in these?
That's like you go to Burger King and get fries, and you accidentally get an onion ring. You're like,
Yeah.
oh fuck yeah! But if you just got a bunch of onion rings and one fry, you're like, god damn it.
Yeah. I ordered fries.
I think we should do popsicles.
Popsicles.
And on the sticks should be like bad jokes Aaron has made in reactions or like Twitch quotes.
Blind Wave Laffy Taffy.
Well, we would have to use tongue depressors because some of his jokes are too long to fit on a popsicle stick.
It's a front and back.
Oh, I thought you needed tongue depressors because some of them were too hard to swallow or something like that, and yeah, like help force it down there.
There's another.
But no, what if you had like Laffy Taffy has like the jokes and you fold it up and you get the whole
I don't
joke.
think I've ever had Laffy Taffy.
You've never had that? What is wrong with you? You went to Halloween, Rick.
I went to Halloween.
Yes, every year for at least 30 of them.
It'd be cool to have a blind wave sucker.
A Blind Wave sucker.
So, like once you finished it, it yelled.
Sucker!
Sucker.
We need Ed Boon to come in and do it though. Like imagine the merch readings.
That's just the commercial, right?
Yeah, that's all it's for. That's all I care about. The commercial. I want it to be funny.
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm not married so much to any one like candy or thing that I'm like, no, this must have my face on it.
Sure. I'm just picturing like Oreo. Obviously, they can put a Pokemon on there. They can
Yeah.
put a little Blind Wave eye on it. You know,
Yeah,
both
sure.
sides. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
With Oreos. Calvin, did you have one?
A thing that happened to me this week?
No,
A
candy.
Yeah, like a ring pop or
We
something.
don't care
Calvin.
what you did this week.
Like a favorite candy?
Yeah, no, the candy for if Blind Wave had like a
Oh,
snack or candy, like what would you hope it would be?
be a Reese's cup in the shape of a blind wave eye, probably.
It's not bad.
You might be able to do that. They do the eggs, but that might be easier.
How about some ding dongs?
A ding dong.
Blind wave ding dong.
Do you know what'd be cool? Cause are those the ones that have the swirl where you can see it?
Nah, that's a
Like
that's a
Swiss
ho-ho.
roll.
Okay, everyone has different names for these things, but you know what I'm talking about, though, right? Where you
I
can
think
see
it's
the
a Swiss roll.
You,
Well,
you can see the cream.
Yeah, it's a Swiss roll or a ho-ho,
But
right?
a Swiss roll you don't see until you cut into it.
All right, but my thought was like, what if you had it in the shape of the eye, and when you eat it, you can see the
Yeah.
cream inside.
Like a cross-section.
Yeah, like in the shape of the Blind Wave eye.
That would be good.
That'd be
That'd be
kind of
cool.
cool. I like that idea.
I do
That's
like
where I was trying to get to, but I didn't know what type of food it was.
Ho ho.
Someone said a yodel.
Hmm.
York peppermint patties.
I like peppermint
Those are
patties. Yeah, fuck yeah,
They're
baby.
like a giant junior mint.
That's my mom's favorite candy. We always had them around, so I always had them,
Yeah.
and that's the problem.
Negativity.
Negativity, baby.
Alrighty.
We haven't been able to locate it yet, Captain Texas. Someone asked about your commercial.
Oh, I haven't heard anything about it.
What
Damn,
the
I completely forgot
What the
about that.
fuck is that thing?
I haven't heard anything about it yet.
Completely
I also should send a thing so I can get paid.
You should
Damn,
get
damn.
paid.
Yeah, you should.
Well, I think I sent to Melanie, and then she was doing stuff, and then I always forget about it. And the guy called me on vacation. I'm like, I'm on vacation right now. Like, Can't do anything. He's like,
Aaron,
I'm trying
I
to get
think
you paid. I understand.
He said, Saboteur says, Aaron, I think you got scammed.
I just want to see the commercial.
Just I have him credit you the next time you have to go to the hospital.
Yeah, put Blindwave in it.
You might have accidentally shot a
Oh,
porn.
like next time I go to the hospital, like, it's on my tab.
Yeah.
Those guys said it was free.
Uh,
I want them to put it on some small YouTube channel, and then we direct traffic to it and blow it the fuck up. And they're like, what the hell happened?
No, I want it on their website, and then we blow up their website.
Yeah.
And it goes down.
Yeah.
And then people die because
That's
the
terrible. It's
hospital
a
website's
hospital
down.
website. Oh, my goodness.
I wonder if that would be considered domestic terrorism, because that's like a civil service.
I guess
that
we
we're,
did
like,
on
interrupting.
purpose.
Well, like the main base fronting website is not tied to anything
Sure.
Yeah.
important, you know.
Hmm.
Yeah, I just see a bunch of videos on their like YouTube channel, but I don't see like any actual like commercials.
Don't see anybody that you recognize.
I know when we talked about it before, like there were some on their website, but not that one. But I haven't checked since we talked about it last night. I completely forgot because I probably could have looked at it.
This is Marietta Memorial.
But it'll pop up at some point, I'm sure. I just don't know when.
Hey, I was, I don't know where I was, on Facebook or something, and I saw a bunch of different commercials for the Sermo Festival, and like 80% of it was shit that I shot.
Yeah, they just took your footage.
I was like, yeah, well,
re-edited it?
I mean, we sold that to them, but I was like, they took my commercial and shot it all up, cut it all up, took my voice out.
Took my voice out.
You probably
I-
appreciate that.
I
though.
was like watching, I was like, hey, this is cool. I haven't been to the Sermo Festival for a couple of years now. Hey, that looks really good. Holy shit, I shot that. It was really funny.
But yeah, I'm sure once it's out, because I knew several people that were also involved with it too, so they'll know when it comes out or hear something too, probably.
Yeah.
I don't know where whoever it was, Calvin, that heard something about it. It must have been
Me.
a pre-show of it or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it's playing at the hospital itself
Oh.
because one of my friends was there and saw it.
Huh? You? I told you about it.
No, it was in our text message group. We both heard about it at the same time.
I told you. You
did
didn't
not.
see it.
Dude, they have a video of a dog giving you a tour of the cancer center. Tucker. This is great shit. They're going to break 200 subscribers soon. Oh, this is so sweet. I'm going to watch these later.
You're just looking at the memorial things?
His name's Tucker. He's a good boy.
Dr. Tucker?
He has a stethoscope.
Okay.
That's good. All right, yeah. Well, they have Tucker on there. No Aaron.
Yeah, I don't know. At some point.
Also, she texted me directly. It wasn't in our group.
Rick trying to take credit. But anyway, I'll let you guys know. Whenever I hear something about it or have
Gotcha.
information, I'll definitely be like, oh, all right, here it is.
We need to be the first to know.
The first.
The first.
I mean, I'm sure other people will be the first, but
No.
I mean, at least I will be the first.
Before the crew knows. This crew needs to know.
I did want to say that this week, actually yesterday, my latest Schmoedown match went up on the Schmoedown Entertainment Network channel. So no spoilers for the match, but go over there and check that out if you are so interested. And then also, I'm going to be on the Certain Point of View podcast on Sunday live. So if you want to go over there and hear me talk about my experience in the Schmoedown this year, that's going to be a lot of fun. And we gotta overwhelm them with how much Blindwave supports us. So we gotta go over there and crash their YouTube chat.
Create a blind tsunami.
Yes.
Blindwave.
Anyway, what else did you guys? Anything else for this week?
Getting harder and harder for me to remember what happened during the week.
Yeah.
Time goes on.
As time goes on, you're just getting
I had
older.
something
Doom
else
Patrol
that
came
I
out.
was like, oh, I should talk about
That's been
that.
fun.
Doom Patrol's been good. I do like Doom Patrol. That is new.
I had a bit of relief. The night before last, I was up all night because of Charlie horses, which are like pains in your calf muscles.
Mm-hmm.
And like the next day, my joints were hurting. I was down like 6 pounds. And I thought, well, maybe I've like overtrained. Like I'm going to have to stop training for a while, which really bummed me out. But I think I was just dehydrated.
Yeah.
I feel fine today. I just drank a bunch yesterday. Everything seems back to normal. So
Of water.
bunch of water. Yes. A lot of water.
I just drank a bunch yesterday. Didn't feel a thing.
You know, when we raid people on Twitch, we should call it a tsunami. Good idea.
Suppose.
I didn't think about that. We should make this a thing. Well, I'm glad that you are no longer dehydrated and you no longer have terrible cramps. I used to get Charlie horses in my legs after football games, and my calves are entirely too big. So my Charlie horses were entirely too painful.
I imagine.
You could literally look at my calf and it's like twisting in on itself, and you could watch
yeah.
it. You could watch it like implode and like shake.
I do that too.
And I'd like it always happened in the shower, like after a football game, and I would just fall to the ground and scream, "Ah!" Fucking Charlie horse.
It would happen in karate sometimes. Although it was usually like a foot spasm then that would happen.
You guys tease me about my hiccups.
Fucking Charlie horse.
But yeah, they were not good.
You can get overhydrated. It's called water poisoning. You can
Isn't that bullshit?
I mean, kind of yes and kind of no. You can water down
The fuck is that?
your stomach acid so much.
Yeah,
and
I have heard of that. Like
it's
people
not-
that
it's not good.
like there wasn't there like some type of like radio water drinking contests where someone drank a gallon of water and died,
A gallon?
something like that.
Doesn't sound right.
They drank like a bunch of water
Well,
and they
how-
ended up dying because they did that.
How quickly though?
I don't
And
know,
how cold was it?
It was a contest, real quick. I don't know how cold it was. I didn't have a
I don't know.
thermometer. I wasn't there. I heard this 15 years ago.
I know that there's supposed to be. It's supposed to be impossible. And actually, I was talking to Melanie about this the other day. Because I was like, hey, maybe we should try this. It's supposed to be impossible to drink a gallon of milk in an hour.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
See, I feel like I could do that.
Well, that's what I was
Think how
thinking.
many oars I have.
I've tried it twice myself when I was younger, with
Uh,
chocolate milk. Back when I worked.
Chocolate milk.
Back when I worked at Little Caesars. 'Cause I didn't like white milk as much.
You
Sounds
mean
terrible.
So I guess yeah. I mean, I specified one was chocolate milk. I specified the other one was white milk. But the idea that I had was that okay, I'm gonna try to drink a quarter of a gallon every 15 minutes, like within that 15-minute window,
sure?
and like that was what my goal was, and I lost both times.
Yeah.
But it was still cold when it came back, so I got
Oh.
to taste it twice.
Good. Glad it wasn't warm and
Blindness
curdled.
does not
I guess.
recommend attempting this.
That's when I learned that if ever you feel like you're gonna be sick, either eat chocolate ice cream or drink some chocolate milk, and it helps it so much more.
Or really, don't attempt anything we ever talk about on
Yeah,
the
here-
podcast, really.
No, don't. Yeah, including this. This is NBCnews.com. A woman who competed in a radio station's contest to see how much water she could drink without going to the bathroom died of water intoxication. Jennifer Strange, 28, was found dead on Friday in her suburban home hours after taking part of the Hold Your Wii for a Wii contest.
Oh, so like don't pee.
If you didn't pee and drank all this, you could get a Nintendo Wii video game system for the winner.
How much did they have to drink?
I'm trying to see how much she drank.
Or maybe it was whoever drank the most, although I don't know how they would verify.
Well, they said whoever drank the most and held it, right? So it's like a push your luck kind of thing. Like the more you drink, the better your chances are, but it's also harder to hold it.
Oh,
Contestants were handed 8-ounce bottles of water to drink every 15 minutes. They were small little half-pint bottles, so we thought it was going to be easy. They told us if you don't feel like you can do this, just don't put your health at risk.
sign this waiver.
Yeah. So yeah, it was just how long can you hold it, and you had to drink 8 ounces every 15 minutes
Jeez.
on that one.
Now, there's a treat stream
Oh,
by Pete Kachu.
Pikachu.
Pikachu.
Thank you very much.
Anyway, so yeah, don't do that. Make sure you pee, everybody.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
don't drink too much water,
In
but
approved
drink
places.
a lot.
I did something the other day.
Oh no.
Oh gosh.
I can't remember. I was doing something the other day, and I even had that moment of like, I have to pee so bad, I'll die if I don't.
I have
During the
felt that
reaction?
feeling before.
No,
For the movie?
It
That
was
a
like-
little bit ago.
no, it was outside of Blind Wave. I was out somewhere, and I just was considering all my options. I've had those before. I've had those on like the interstate, and I'm just like, fuck it, pull over,
Yeah.
piss on the side,
Yeah.
pray no one goes by.
Yeah. You want to be careful doing that. 'Cause
Uh huh.
now you can be put on the sex offenders registry for doing
Really?
that. Yeah.
Sure can.
Thank God I
It's
didn't.
exposing yourself.
Sure. I mean, when I did it, it was the dead of night between like Caldwell and Marietta, and I got out. You try to do that thing. I try to pee as fast as possible.
Yeah.
And I could like see like on the distance cars coming. Like, oh fuck.
One of the side effects of anxiety is you feel like you have to pee all the time.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Huh.
It's one of the side effects of diabetes.
Yeah,
Too.
I've heard.
Because when I weighed an extra 100 pounds, I had what was called pre-diabetes, where I was just pissing all the time. I hated it. Couldn't make it through a video. Couldn't, I'd have to go pee all the time. Lost a bunch of weight, never got diabetes. And then I talked about it not too long ago, where I had to go on steroids for having poison ivy, and that can give you pre-diabetes symptoms. And the pissing all the time was back.
Came back.
And
Yeah.
at one time I had to just run away from the reaction. Like we were like just getting ready to hit the button and finish. I'm like, no, I gotta go.
Well, thank you, Pikachu, for the treat stream.
Yeah, thank you.
which Aaron
kind is it, Aaron?
Greedily devouring.
I sat over there and I took one breadstick, one pepperoni pizza.
So it's breadsticks and pepperoni pizza?
Yes.
Sweet. Thank you, Pikachu.
Yes, thank you
are
very much.
Appreciated.
I don't know what happened when I was gone. I came back and Eric's like, I tried to piss as quickly as I could. I'm like, what the hell did I leave to?
He was asking, like, have you ever been in that situation where, like, you have to pee so bad you think you're going to die if you don't?
You can feel it in your chest.
I don't think I've ever felt like I was going to die.
Like, true dread in
But
your chest.
I have felt like I'm going to pee myself.
Yeah.
I must hurry.
Gotcha.
But I don't think I've ever been like, oh, God, I'm going to die. Because
like,
I feel like first I would just pee myself before I die.
No, you might die
you can,
first.
like, feel it in your solar plexus when you really need to pee and it's
Yeah.
desperate, right? You get that, like, swelling cold feeling, right?
Well, is there like a consequence for holding it too long?
You're
I
on
mean, you can get a
mycetitis,
UTI.
Eric.
What's that?
Yeah, exactly.
Like
don't
this?
get that?
Like does something like pop?
Damn, Eric. Seinfeld.
What? Oh, I don't remember.
Ah, the parking garage.
Liar, liar.
I do remember. There's a lot of episodes.
Remember,
but yeah, I
remember liar,
remember that.
liar? Didn't they do that?
What?
I really have to pee. It's like, can't you hold it? Yes. But I heard that if you do that, he
Oh,
rattles off
yeah.
something. Oh, is that real? He's like, must be. All right, recess.
All right. Well, we'll probably make sure people are getting questions in for later in the podcast.
Oh, no.
Huh?
I turned my mic down when I tried to
Oh,
answer the
oh,
phone and run
no.
away, so
Yeah.
I've been muted probably.
Because you're
Oh,
eating.
indeed.
Mm.
Yeah, if you have questions, there's a purple bubble down the lower left where you can redeem them.
Pop that bubble.
We got quite a few already.
Yeah.
We can start with if
Yeah.
we're ready for such things.
I'm ready for such things.
Harry Parther. Hey, Rick, now that you're done with Hunter x Hunter, not exactly true, do you still prefer Yu Hakusho or have your thoughts changed? I mean, there's still, I feel like a time period where I need time to reflect on Hunter x Hunter.
Mm.
But as of right now, my opinion is unchanged. Despite how great Hunter x Hunter is. What Marvel
We gotta move on because I keep thinking about it.
what Marvel and DC character fuse together? What Marvel and DC character would you fuse together, and what would their name be?
Captain Super. I think it's explanatory.
Could be Captain Marvel, could be Captain America. There's a lot of Captain.
You know which one.
Superman, Superboy, Supergirl. There's got to be more supers.
There probably are. Let's see.
Spider bat. That'd be kind of cool. Bat spider.
Dr. Doom. Damn.
Nope.
But
it's
Is it
taken.
Doctor Strange and
Yeah.
Doom? You thought you were being so original.
Just trying to think of other characters.
Trying to think of a good DC one. I have my Marvel one.
Green Man,
Green Man.
Green Arrow, and Spider-Man.
Oh, it's Happy Hogan, right?
Yeah,
Hulk Hogan.
but those are
Bang bang.
both from Marvel.
Damn it. I give up.
Any other superheroes that have like? I feel like it's not necessarily powers. It's just like I'm thinking of their names. I think about their powers.
Oh no. Yeah, me too.
And how their powers combined could be really cool. But if you get too strong, you just get a Superman. You know?
Sure.
Moon
Man. Moon Knight and Spider-Man.
Man.
Moon Man.
Damn it. Damn. Not double initials. Is there any superhero that's called like double something, like Double Trouble or anything? No.
I'm thinking of like one that's like the Thing from Fantastic Four and Swamp Thing from DC, and it
Isn't
could be
it-
Thing.
Wasn't Robin's alter ego Double X?
It's not bad.
Something like that.
Red X.
Oh, was it Red X? Yeah.
Thing, huh?
Thing.
Not bad.
Thing squared.
Thing. Thing.
I don't know. I was trying to find someone with double and put it with vision. You got
Yeah.
double vision.
Double vision.
But I don't know.
And when I was younger, I had adult supervision.
You had Superman and Vision. You have supervision. You can do that.
I want some pizza.
I think we could.
BK. Rick, your boxing regiment has been inspiring and has motivated me to get active, consequently changing my life. Started journey at 450, currently 427. Long way to go. Thank you, sir. Question is, do you do any other cardio other than boxing? First of all, awesome. Keep it up.
Yeah. Cardio, Rick.
I do jump roping is really the other cardio that I do, which is like jump roping along with body weight exercises.
Yeah, you do it like
Which
a Ninja Turtle too, 'cause you do it on the roof.
That's not what turtles do.
Yeah, they train on the roof all the time, man.
They train in the sewer.
Oh, I've seen them train on the roof so much.
No, they're on the sewer when they're moving to the next location to attack people.
No. That's my response.
Oh, this isn't related to that. It's related to something else. Let me know when you're done, Rick.
I think I'm done.
Are you done? I don't know if you guys heard. It was earlier today. Eric made a chicken reference in something, talking about fried chicken or something.
Yeah.
And something that we did earlier today,
Indeed.
right?
Yes.
And
as
I was like,
often
you
do.
can't do that in the Philippines or something. I can't remember where it was. It was in New Zealand, where I heard a story that 2 men were caught. Did you guys hear this?
I saw this on a Snapchat story. Yeah.
Like, I heard it on the news or something, or on Facebook or something somewhere, where like 2 guys were caught in New Zealand with a trunk full of KFC and like a whole bunch of money, like thousands and thousands of dollars,
it was
like-
many thousands. It
Yeah.
was like $100,000.
like $100,000
in
of money.
New Zealand.
Well, like I believe what it is that they've like outlawed due to COVID. They have some kind of legal thing. Let me see if I can find it here.
Oh, New
Where-
Zealand has a thing where they like track you.
Where like you can't like they're shutting down borders and stuff of different like restaurants and things.
Yeah.
And they believe that they were buying this KFC chicken to take it to where they could sell it to other people because it was illegal to do. So they were literally like smuggling KFC chicken
Dude, that's a
this-
fucking baller.
They were
to
bootlegging
sell.
it.
They're
Yeah, they're bootleggers.
It's like prohibition.
They were literally
you go to prison. Like, what are you in for? It's like, I killed a man. What about you?
Yeah.
I was smuggling chicken across the border.
they were
in New
literally
Zealand.
bootlegging like,
Two
in the boot of your car chicken legs.
Yep.
2 men were caught red-handed breaking strict COVID lockdown restrictions by attempting to enter a New Zealand border with a trunk full of KFC and $100,000 cash.
My gosh.
Isn't New Zealand an island?
That's what I was thinking too.
Like, what are they smuggling to in a car?
I didn't want to be a dumb American.
I am a dumb American, and I will ask the questions that dumb Americans want to know.
Well,
I mean, they can have counties, districts.
the alleged gang associates were arrested at the Auckland border.
Auckland?
Oh, the
I don't
border
live
of
there, so I
Buckland.
don't. Yeah, I'm a dumb American. Noticed a suspicious vehicle making a U-turn and attempting to evade police. Auckland is currently under a level 4 lockdown, prohibiting restaurants from opening and requires residents to stay home unless for essential services. Police were eventually able to pull the pair over, and the men told officers they were traveling from the city of Hamilton, an hour-and-a-half drive from Auckland. When police searched the vehicle, they found a trunk full of KFC, $100,000 in cash, and empty ounce bags.
Of
Like, I don't know. No, just bags. I don't know if they were like, hey, you want to buy an ounce
Man,
of
I
chicken?
would love to see
Like, I don't know
that
what the
cop
deal
video.
would have been, you know?
Wouldn't it be amazing? Like, you open it up, it's just KFC, and you're just, well.
It's like opening the briefcase from Pulp Fiction.
You know what they should have done? They shouldn't have used the car. They should have used Buckleberry Ferry.
Follow me.
Buckleberry Ferry?
Lord of the Rings.
So, yeah. Anyway, I heard about that, and I was going to mention about that too, but I referenced it earlier in the reaction video that we did sometime today, and I said about like, can't do that in the Philippines or something like that, because I couldn't remember where it was. I knew it was
in the
like,
I was
Pacific
wondering what you were
somewhere.
talking about.
I knew the location
That's
was
hilarious.
like this direction kind of thing.
What you meant by that?
Yeah, like I was like, I know it's this area-ish, like that way, you know?
I love it. People
That
are going to be
makes-
looking it up. Chicken, Philippines. What's he talking about?
What's he talking
That
about?
makes
What do
so
you mean?
much more sense
In my,
now.
this is a small spoiler for my Schmoe match. But one of the questions I had was, who voices this character? And I had zero idea. And I wrote down, I didn't even know what to put. I just put Michael Tech. And when I turned my board around, I think I made it sound like this is a real person. And people are going to think that, oh, I just got it wrong. But I got another voice actor. But there's no Michael Tech. He doesn't exist. People are going to be Googling Michael Tech Star Wars. Who was he thinking of? But I said it in a way that I felt like, I think they were going to think that I thought this was the answer. But I didn't want to not put an answer, you know?
Yeah.
I put Michael Tech. It was really funny.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I don't know. I knew I messed up, and I knew I couldn't remember.
Yeah.
Like you were for some reason talking about chicken.
Chicken.
For some reason, you're like, man, I'll go to KFC, get some stuff like that or something. And I was like, I can't do that in the
satisfy
Philippines.
people with KFC.
And like,
Yeah.
you guys didn't say anything. And I'm like, I don't remember what the hell place it was. I can't remember for the life of me. I just know someone was breaking some kind of COVID restrictions.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, that happened this week.
Saboteur suggested, just say blue shirt guy from IMDb.
The blue shirt guy. He's like this.
Man, it's Kevin.
Kevin Michael Richardson. Eventually I'll remember his name.
You're never not going to remember his name now. You have to remember his name, right?
Eventually I will.
You will.
Well, it's like
I think you do.
I can't remember the one guy who he took over Iro. I can't remember his name, but I can remember his IMDb picture where he's kind of like face like this with those big glasses.
Yeah.
And he's kind of like this, like looking off, and I can picture the IMDb, but I can't for the life of me remember his name.
Mm-hmm.
And that happens to so many voice actors where I'm like,
Greg Baldwin?
that sounds right. Baldwin.
It's weird. that
Another
you
Baldwin.
Remember these
Another
faces
Baldwin, yeah.
despite having facial blindness.
Yeah.
I don't have facial blindness.
I mean, he remembers the colors. He's always like, blue, arms like this.
You're right.
Never like, he has a, goatee.
He has
we should play some kind of facial.
he has
Get
like
you.
a half a megapixel
Like this.
photographic memory is what he has.
We could do.
It's going to be like, do they
Like,
wear
you can see
glasses?
the
And- yeah, glasses, you can do that. Like, do they have blue eyes? And he's just putting shit down. It's going to be really funny,
I would love to see you work with like a sketch artist, like a police sketch artist, to
That
describe
would be
someone
good.
who wronged you.
Like, we bring in a sketch artist that has no idea what we look like. Aaron only meets him, and he has to describe us.
Yeah.
And then the guy does it. That'd be pretty good.
Will that be my fault though, or his fault if it's wrong?
Nah, he's great. He's a professional.
He's great.
Fake lead. Would you guys do a themed poll again, like the one replacing Berserk? It's a chance for you guys to try different types of shows in anime, which I would like.
I mean, we always tailor our polls to the time, the schedule, we know what a certain shaped hole in our schedule is, and we always try to tailor polls to that. So that will always continue.
And
but every once in a while, some different themes are cool.
Got a lot new data based on the survey that we did very recently.
Yep.
Which, thank you for that. Nothing won. That wasn't the point of that. Quit asking. I've had people like on, I don't know, streams or Twitter or whatever, like, what won the poll? I'm like, we didn't have a poll recently.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Like, no, we did a big one. No, nothing wins that.
It's a survey. It's different. Mitri, I don't know if we can answer this without spoilers, but do you have a favorite anime moment?
Favorite anime moment? Just of all anime. Really hard to
narrow it down to one.
I'm gonna say no because nothing immediately just jumps to me where it's like that's it, you know?
Yeah, I have the opposite problem. I have a lot jumping to me, but I can't pick one.
Yeah,
sure. But when I'm like, if you're like, what's your favorite this? A lot of times you just have something jump to you and you're like, that's it. I don't feel like one's jumping out where like that's the one, you know?
Yeah.
Mine's probably Guts versus the 100.
I try to think of the things that I rewatch all the time. Through Erie, Deku 100% full cowling. From My Hero Academia. Dragon Ball Super, I watch it all the time. I don't really even know why, but Master Roshi's final Kamehameha is one of the greatest moments of all time. Don't read anything into that. You can't, but it's just something that he says. The way that scene plays out is so fucking great for me. I love that one.
Not them playing baseball?
No.
But Yamcha gets a chance to do stuff.
The first Super Saiyan is way up there for me.
Yeah.
And then there's another Super Saiyan that's also way up there.
Yep. I also really love the Goku Black arc in Dragon Ball Super, where Vegeta explains where Black has gone wrong and his stolen body. That's also my favorite part, too. I mean, but there's so much. There's Attack on Titan. There's Code Geass has even fun, like some of my favorite moments, even though I didn't really love Code Geass.
There's a lot of really good just animes and moments in animes that I've seen. I just don't have like this is the one.
Like I love Zero's moments in Code Geass. Like I love that guy's voice. Maybe galactic size mechs in
Gurren
Lagann. Yeah. That's pretty great too.
Which we had a question along those lines. Was it? Who would you rather have as your best friend? Sam from Lord of the Rings or Kamina from Gurren Lagann?
Sam. Kamina he's amazing, but he'll outshine me.
You don't want to just be another Sam? Like, Sam was friends with Merry and Pippin, too.
Yeah, I know.
You don't have to be the Frodo, Eric.
I'm not saying I have to be the Frodo, but, like, I don't know.
He's saying that Sam wouldn't outshine him and he would be better than Sam.
No,
but Sam
not
would be
necessarily.
A good friend.
Sam will be my friend and rise to the challenge no matter my ambition level. Like, Kamino will be like, you fat ass, let's go! And he'll get me into a fight and I'll die. Sam is like, you want to go to Mountain Doom? Let's do it. You want a garden today? Let's do it. Let's go, drink with the gaffer? Let's do it. He's always there. He's up for the level that you're at.
Yeah, but Kamino will push you to be better than what you
I'll
are.
be a better, stronger person.
I think I'm going to go with Kamino.
That's fine, but I'm content with who I am, so I don't know about you guys. No, I'm kidding. No, I like my current life, so I think Sam would fit in very well.
Hobbits do love their comfort.
They do.
Yeah. They don't really have, like...
ambition.
Yeah. Not really. They just kind of stay there, right?
Some of the most hardy people in the world, but okay.
Do what? Most hardy people?
Yep.
Artie's not ambition though.
No, I don't think. I think too much ambition is a fault.
Sure, but I think no ambition is also a fault.
Sure, but I wouldn't say Sam has no ambition.
Yeah.
Wasn't he fine being exactly where he was, doing exactly what he did
No,
with like nothing?
No,
He
man,
wanted
he becomes
Rosie.
fucking mayor and has like 6 kids with Rosie Cotton.
He
Exactly.
does after the adventure.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was his ambition.
After he finds ambition.
He doesn't
No,
find
he had ambition
He finds
before
love
he
and
left.
friendship.
Before he
Read-
left, he didn't have
read
any
the books.
ambition.
Oh my
Read
gosh.
the books.
I watched the movies. We talked about
Fucking
that.
don't know what you're talking about.
He had to stop and be like, well, man, one more step. Like, Common would do
Shut
that.
your mouth.
Common would be like,
Oh
fucking
my
just
gosh.
go.
You just shut your mouth,
Just
Sam.
saying. He had to stop
How
and
could
think
you
about it.
fucking hate on Samwise Gamgee?
Don't hate.
He's hating.
I'm not hating on him.
You're hating too.
I'm not hating on him. And I'm
love
not saying
him.
he
I
didn't.
don't
more.
rank things.
And I'm not saying he doesn't have
Because
ambition.
everybody, people say like pick one, and then I have to destroy the other.
I'm saying he didn't have ambition. And then he
You
did
don't know Samwise
after his
Gamgee.
adventure.
I'm sorry, I cannot take it
We
seriously.
don't know Samwise
You don't know
Gamgee.
Sam.
What are you talking about?
You don't know.
We watched the whole movies. We talked about it for hours.
Foster Kid. What's your guys' favorite piece of Star Wars music? I personally love the March of the Jedi Temple. Much love.
Favorite Star Wars music?
Whenever I think of Star Wars, I always think of the Cantina song.
Sure.
It's the first one that always comes to mind.
It's interesting that you pick a Star Wars song that was made by John Williams' son.
Really?
Yeah.
I'd probably go with Duel of the Fates.
Yeah.
I don't think.
First piece of music.
I don't think for me most like there's of course there's always like bong, da, 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 like the initial one is like really good and I love it and stuff, but I think my favorite is probably Duel of the Fates.
Mine's probably Twin Sons.
I got 2, I think, currently. Yoda's theme and the Rebel Fanfare. It's probably Rebel Fanfare, I think, is one of my favorite ones. Ba-da-dun, ba-da-dun, ba-da-dun-dun-dun.
I like that one because it's in the Star Wars pinball machine.
It's a good one. I also really, really like Rey's theme in the sequels.
I don't understand how we get the Aaron hates Samwise Gamgee thing. When I say like, no, Sam's a good friend, but he's not going to push your ambitions, and he didn't have ambitions until after his adventure.
Sure.
Is my whole point.
Yeah.
It turns into me hating Sam, and now it's like, oh, Aaron hates Sam. How do you hate? I didn't say I hate Sam. That wasn't a point.
But that's one of
All
the
that
things,
happened
like-
is Eric said he likes Sam, and I said like, well, there could be faults on both sides because here's faults of Kamina,
Yeah.
here's faults of Sam. Because Eric likes Sam, I'm a hater of Sam. That's all that happened.
I think that it's a mistake to say that Sam has no ambition, though, is what I would say.
I did not say he had no ambition.
I believe you did.
I said that he gained his ambition from his adventure,
Yeah.
right? Because you said that he did this, this, and this, but that was after his adventure. I think had it not been
Sure.
for Frodo and the whole adventure that he went on, he probably wouldn't have done all the stuff he did.
But that's
wouldn't have
also
had the
insinuating that
confidence to do it.
he didn't have it until he left on his adventure.
I would say that the adventure
yes,
proves
that's
of
exactly
anybody
what
in
I
that
said.
thing that Sam always
Okay,
had
but
it.
that's saying that he has no ambition
Yeah.
before he leaves.
Anyway, but I get
But
you.
not as
like,
a whole.
That's the thing about like
That's not the point.
trying. Like that's why I don't like ranking things, right? Because you automatically are like, oh, that means you don't like this. Like so many people have come to me. Eric hates Code Geass. I'm like, no, I don't. I just put it lower than other things I like. You know.
Except for that
So
one.
I get
Except
the
for that one
feeling.
time when you said I hate Code Geass. No, I'm kidding.
I know. I hate. I've always said I hate the drawing of Code
The art
Geass.
style.
But I just said how much I love like Zero in Code Geass too. You know.
No, and like
Yeah.
I like Lord of the
So
Rings.
I get
and
you.
I'm
It can
fine with
be-
Sam.
That's what's so frustrating about being part of like YouTube or anything, right? Like people
Sure.
hear one thing and they now have to assume all these other things
Yeah.
about you, and it can be like,
I'm not saying-
man, fuck everybody.
I'm not saying like, oh, well, Sam is awful, Kamina is the best one
Yeah.
out there or anything. I think
Sure.
there are faults with Kamina, but I think what he would do to me versus what Sam would do to me, I think would be better. Like your whole point of Sam was that he would help you stay content in your life.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, oh, Kamina would help push me to be better in my life. Like to me, that's like there's
Yeah.
no push of ambition where there's extra push of ambition. That was my point.
Yeah.
Of like what we were literally talking about.
Yeah,
Where I
but
didn't say
and
like
I'm-
this guy's terrible.
I
kinda
get
thing,
you, but
know?
I would push. Never mind. I don't think we need to continue.
You know what I mean though?
Yeah.
Okay. As long as
but
understood.
saying that makes it sound like having Sam as your friend. Like, well, you're not going to succeed in much. You're just going to be happy.
Yeah.
you
No,
know?
I didn't say you weren't succeed.
Like,
I'm
it's
saying
insinuating that-
it's not pushing you higher than where you're at and where
Sure.
where you are, right?
Mhm.
Like you're just gonna, I'm content here. This is where I'm staying, right? Versus like Kamina, I think would
Not
be like,
exactly.
well, sure, you're content, but what else could you achieve? Like that's what Kamina, I think, inspires.
Sam is there to pick you up in your time of weakness
Sure.
so that you can recover and become strong again.
Yeah, I could agree with that. I think in your time of contentness, though, Kamina will push you further. Like Simone,
I think in the real world, he's going to get you killed very quickly.
I mean, in the crazy world that we watched him in, that's not what occurred.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah.
Simone, who would have been happy and content in his little hole, Kamina pushed him to drill to the heavens, you know? Like, that was the idea that he went for, rather than staying where he was. While Sam, Frodo had to take an adventure, and Sam said, well, I'm not letting you do this alone. I'm going to stay with you, and I can help you in achieving this that you're after, which I think are both really good characteristics in both characters. I just think they're different characteristics, right?
I guess so. We'd have to really, like, dive deep into all the actions of Sam whenever you say, like, well, he's not going to push you, and he's not going to have much ambition. He's going to have a lot of ambition because he finds it in himself. Kamina, like, he's kind of like the fake it till you make it guy, whereas Sam is the discover what was always there guy, if that makes sense. Like Sam, fighting off goblins in the mines of Moria at Durin's tomb is like, I'm starting to get the hang of this. And he's just fighting them off with a fucking pan, you know? It's not like he trained for that. It's not like he said, I'm going to go out and do this. Like, the struggle came to him, and he was able to get to a certain level where he can keep supporting Frodo, keep his promise to Gandalf. He didn't, when he had that promise, he made the promise, don't you leave him, Samwise Gamgee. He didn't know what that meant. But
no, sure.
he would not break that promise, and that he was able to find all that stuff inside of himself. It's why, Tolkien says, like, Sam is the hero of Lord of the Rings.
Sure.
Whereas, Kamina is like the standard in which Simone holds himself to.
Sure. I don't feel like the definition of ambition is found there. I think Sam will rise to the occasion that he needs to rise to.
Yeah.
But I don't know if he's necessarily, during those moments there, are striving to be at that. Like, he's not striving to be able to kill goblins, but he will rise to kill goblins. You know what I mean? Like, Kamina will see, like, here is this thing here. We don't want to be in this hole. We want to get out of this hole and go further right now. Like, that, I feel like that's the difference, where, like, one will rise, but one's pushing.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
I suppose so.
Like, Sam will pull Frodo to where he's at.
Must get out of that hole.
Yeah.
Sam could live his entire life in the Shire, and at least for a little while, be completely fine.
Sure.
Like, he's going out and doing that thing for people that he doesn't even know. You know, like when he decides to be part of the Fellowship, Mr. Frodo's isn't going anywhere without me. He's not doing that to save necessarily the Shire. He's doing that to these important people are saying this has to happen. Frodo now says he's doing it, and I'm not letting him go by himself.
Yeah. I think the best thing I would say is, like, Sam will pull you while Kamina will push you. Does that make sense? Like, Sam won't let you fall, right? He'll keep you up and keep you going.
I mean, he'll literally carry you.
But Kamina will push you further than where you're at, even when you're fine.
Sure.
But, like, he won't let you, like, if Frodo can't do it, he's like, no, we're doing this. I'll carry you if I have to, but I'm pulling you along because this is what we have to do. Like, I think that's, like, my difference that I'm looking at as far as, like, the characteristics of, like, when we're saying, like, which one are you going to pick? That's, I guess, what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like Kamina would push you to keep up with him, but if you fell behind, if you couldn't hack it, I think he would leave you behind too.
No, he would yell at you to don't say you can't hack it. Believe in the me that believes in you.
But
don't even believe in yourself. Believe in me.
Couldn't.
If you believe in me, no, I don't think that's.
Yeah, I mean, there were so many times that Simone couldn't do it.
Sure.
He never left him behind.
No, I don't think that's the case.
When asked the question, who do you want to be your best friend? If I'm not at war or there's like a revolution happening, I feel like Kamina, like, he's going to take me to a bar, and he's definitely going to get in a fight, and he's going to be yelling at me to join, whereas Sam's going to be like, Mr. Frodo, let's go home,
Sure, I get you there. I could see that happening. Just in the characteristics of those characters,
if I'm in, like, the Battle of Helm's Deep, yeah, I might pick Kamina over Sam. But if I'm walking up Mount Doom, and I don't have any water, and I can't take one more step, he's going to carry me.
Where Kamina's going to make you walk. And you don't want to walk anymore because you're tired.
Kamina would be chasing Gollum down the hill, left me alone.
Is that what he did?
Good question. Next one.
All right. Captain Texas, did you guys know that there's a Lego Star Wars Halloween special coming out tomorrow?
Yes.
I heard about that.
Yeah, definitely heard about it.
And also, did you know that Free Guy is now on video on demand?
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
That's right. It did come out in video on demand this week, I think. Yeah, there was like I noticed there was like a thing where it's like, oh, I can't watch that. It was like on Reddit. It was like, watch the first 15 minutes of Free Guy, video on demand.
What?
Yeah,
15 minutes?
I heard about
15?
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to watch 15 minutes of a movie and then not.
Well, it's because you watch the 15 minutes for free, and then you're like, well, I got to watch the rest of the movie
Then
now.
you get
I
hooked.
put 15 minutes into
I
it.
guess that's
Yeah.
true. That's not a
Yeah.
bad idea, I suppose. I suppose.
There was something else they did that with. It was like 8 minutes of the first episode of a show.
It's happened
or
a
something.
lot.
Mortal Kombat did that.
Yeah,
Mortal
that's what it
Kombat
was.
did it.
That was it.
I think that Batista movie did it. The recent one. The dead one.
Army of the Dead.
Army of the Dead.
They did a thing where like you unlock the vault and then it was like a weird thing in a live stream where you had to like unlock the vault with a bunch of emotes, and then once you get through it, here you are.
Air to the face.
Show.
What's your favorite Oreos? I love the classic, but I may prefer the yellow ones.
Not the Pokemon one.
Yeah, definitely any but the original. I don't mind the yellow.
Now, the
I think
vanilla
they're
or the
called
lemon?
vanilla.
You don't like the
I didn't know there
chocolate
was a
one?
lemon.
Yeah, there's a lemon yellow one that's pretty good too. But no, just good old classic. Or double stuff.
Sorry,
Or double stuff that you double stuffed.
I heard a comment that just said, I heard Aaron say he wishes Sam fell into Mount Doom.
I think that fat hobbit ate all the Limbass bread and ripped.
I'm fine with just regular Oreos. I like double stuffed too. Though what's it called? Super stuffed? Too much cream.
Too
Yeah.
much.
Whatever's like double
Mega.
stuff.
Mega
Mega
stuff.
stuff.
Well, that's
that
too
one.
much.
It's
Yeah,
too
that's-
much.
It's
I
too
like-
much.
And
I like making it, but I don't like it coming packaged.
what's worse than like I'll take two double stuffs and make my
I'm
own.
just saying, I'll have a double stuff, and then switch it up. I'll double stuff.
I haven't done that kind of stuff in a long time where I like put two together or anything.
Yeah, I know. I'm too busy.
Yeah, but the worst thing about the mega stuffed ones, besides I feel like it has too much cream, is that you only get like 10 cookies because there's so much cream that when you
Right.
grab one whole section is like
Yeah.
5 cookies. That's it.
Now,
Have you
Rick,
guys
have you
ever
had the
had
double
the-
stuff?
Too big.
Have you guys ever had the Oreo thins?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I've had those once or twice.
Do you guys like those?
I like the regular ones more as far as like what's.
See, I like them more because like sometimes the regular Oreos, which I like the regular Oreo like cream to cookie ratio, but sometimes the regular Oreos they get a little bit chalky in my
Mhm.
mouth, and I like the thins because there's just less, I don't know, like build up, I guess.
Fucking
It
drink
doesn't dry my
milk.
mouth out
Do
as much.
you guys dip the cookies in milk at all?
I do.
Do you
I-
do
I
that,
s-
Rick?
Switch it up.
Or you just eat the cookie like raw?
I mean, I haven't eaten Oreos in a long time.
But do you dip it in the milk?
You're not the same person anymore, man. Like your whole body's like recycled itself.
Do you
love
take the cookie and
Oreos
just
now.
eat it, or do you dip it in milk and then eat it?
I do both.
Well, it's a harder cookie, so I would probably dip it in milk.
I always take the cookie, I hold it in the milk for like 5 seconds
Yep.
to let it kind of soak it in. Sometimes it's too long and it goes. You ever had it where like it
they
splits
make
like that?
Oreo
Oh, yeah.
dipping utensils.
I have one.
Yeah.
It's like a little hook that goes.
Like a little
It goes
hook?
in between the cookies.
like an
and
Easter
holds the
egg
cream.
dipper?
Like a little hook.
You know what I mean? Or like you
No.
hold a little thing, it comes down, it has a circle, and you just.
No, it's not like that.
I'm fine.
It's like a
I can handle
question
it.
mark, basically, that you dunk the cookie in edgeways.
I feel like I can handle it. I can handle
Yeah.
doing this. Just sometimes it goes like, it does that split thing. I'm like, oh shit, too long.
I know, but then
Eat it.
you've done it a little too long, and you just have like a pinch left, and if the thing falls to the bottom, you gotta drink the whole thing, try to get to it before it goes too soggy.
I have had that happen,
Yeah,
and what I
it's
do
terrible.
is I have to drink it. Damn it, won't come until all the milk's gone.
Yeah,
then I
like
gotta
sticks
shake
there.
it, and then I get it in, and then I need more milk.
need
So I
more
gotta
milk?
pour more milk in.
Dude, you gotta do what I do. Just put like 5 Oreos in your mouth, as much as you can, and just drink milk until it all dissolves and
Is
goes
that-
down
is
your
that-
So it all
throat.
goes away.
Is that the number? Is 5 is as much as you can?
Of the double stuff, yes.
Mega
guys-
stuff?
Did you guys remember? I think it was called Dirt Dessert, which was like pudding
With
Oh.
worms
and,
in it and stuff, and
it had
Oreos
crushed
crumbled
up
on
Oreos
top.
and gummy worms.
It was
Yeah.
like chocolate pudding, Oreos
shoot.
crumbled, gummy worms inside of it,
Yeah.
and it was called like dirt.
We just call it dirt pudding.
dirt
Yeah.
pudding.
Mm-hmm.
I've had that.
I've
I
heard
had
like
that in a long time.
Or Oreo
dirt
dirt
casserole or something like that.
Dirt casserole.
Yeah, because it's like a casserole. It's like layered. I don't know. We had a lady at our church that used to make it like, you know, the thing that you like put over like a decorated cake to keep it
Yeah.
moist and stuff. She had one that was like that big but upside down, and she would fill it up and then mound it up on the top to where it was like 8 inches deep. You'd have to like dig all the way down in to get all the layers and stuff. It was fucking delicious.
I love for it. I love for it to like look like dirt, and you have like fake grass around it too, and feel like, ugh. But then you eat it like, oh god, it's so good.
Yeah.
It's like when I ate flowers at one time.
Yeah, you can trick kids by that. Just have them eat dirt next time.
Gotcha, it's just dirt.
Now you don't want my pudding anymore.
You're young and inexperienced.
Told you stop eating sugar. It turned on you.
This is the cost of your ignorance, child.
Your selfishness has cost you.
I don't want to make fun of them, but the way they wrote this is hilarious.
Yeah.
I think they meant show.
Okay.
But they said, what shoe gave you a new perspective on something?
Oh.
The world, people, etc.
This one.
The shoes I had like 2-3 years ago.
Yeah.
And it gave me a new perspective of how Rick just sees the world. Because he just took my shoes and wore them, and it had to be Maggie who pointed out that he was wearing the wrong shoes.
Well, you see, Aaron, you got to walk in another man's shoes for a mile.
So now you
That
understand
gives
me,
new
right?
perspective.
And we just got to make sure, because there are people that have no idea what the story is. Both of these guys had taken their shoes off during the workday.
Yes.
Which I never do. It's crazy to me.
I know.
Why?
Take
Why?
your shoes
So
off.
alien a concept.
Why is it alien? People do that in other countries everywhere. They just take off shoes.
It's just courteous.
Rick, when he leaves, puts on the wrong shoes and doesn't notice until how long after?
Did I know? Well, Maggie noticed.
All I know is that
Maggie
you
noticed, and you texted, "Hey, where are my shoes?"
No,
No,
I
no,
didn't.
I was in Home Depot.
I think I was streaming or something. I had to stay later.
Yeah.
And I got a text message of the picture that said, "Hey, whose shoes are these?"
Oh, that's what
Because Rick went to like Lowe's or something like that, and Maggie was like, "Where'd you get those shoes?" And he goes, "These are my shoes," and then took a picture to ask whose they were. And he's like, "I'll
Yeah.
come back by and I'll get my sandals, not even shoes, sandals, and give you your shoes back." I'm, oh, okay, cool, thank you.
Yeah, like not only did I get the wrong shoes, but I had no idea, despite having seen them for however many months or years, whose shoes they were.
No.
Do you guys have the same size feet?
Probably
Mine's
close.
like in the 11.5 range, 12
That's
maybe.
bigger than mine. Mine's like
Something
10
like
and a half.
that.
Hmm.
Usually I get 11.5s is usually what I get. So they were probably a little big on you. Maybe.
Wait, were you wearing socks that day?
I mean, it's been a while.
Did you have socks and sandals, Rick?
I don't feel like I do.
So
but
you
I
put
can't
your
imagine I would
bare
have.
feet
I can't
into his shoes.
imagine I would have done that. Well,
Rick,
but-
I don't know what's worse. Either A, you wore your bare feet in my shoes, or B, you wear socks in your sandals.
those are
Ah!
both pretty bad. At least now, like I bring socks in my bag,
Sure.
so I might have just like put them on.
That might have been. You're like, oh shoot, I took my socks off. I forgot.
Yeah.
Put my shoes on. Sitting next to these sandals.
To be fair, they were in a different room. So he looked around. Shoes that are not on someone. Those must be mine.
To answer the question that wasn't asked for
They
me,
were not close to the same. Sorry.
I'm saying to answer the question that wasn't really asked to me, my shoe, I have these like kneaded shoes now, so they're like,
Needed?
yeah, I don't know if that's the right word.
Like you
they're,
need
they're
the
They're
shoes.
stretchy. They have holes in them.
Yeah,
like
it's like a mesh.
it's like a
Okay,
mesh,
they're
right?
meshy, okay.
So I, especially once Jansen moved in, you don't really realize how smelly your feet are until someone's there to say every day,
Yeah.
man, your feet stink. Go wash them.
Yeah, we knew.
Yeah, you
Right,
did, but, I
Calvin?
don't- but you're not at home.
No.
That's why, and also I keep my shoes on for this, or I had
Here.
for that reason here. So after getting copper lined socks, which changed my life because they keep like the stink in, but the knitted shoes also help too. 'Cause
Knitted.
knitted. It's airflow, right? So I think Jance would be the first to tell you, yes, my feet still do stink, but not as much. So that's definitely changed. The only problem is that when I would work outside, my work shoes, I generally want steel-toed shoes, and they're all the air stays inside of those, so they ultra stink.
Mm-hmm.
But I found knitted shoes with steel tips on them as work boots. Changed my life.
Wow.
You know what you can't do with those though?
What?
Step in water.
Yeah, but I don't
That's
step a
great.
lot of water.
It feels awful. I hate
Yeah.
it because I have the one shoes I have are kind of like a very mesh
Sure.
style. They're more of
Yeah.
an athletic workout shoe kind of thing. And if it's raining, my socks get wet. You know what I mean? Like it just seeps in there, and it's just a terrible feeling. I don't like it.
Yeah. Mine are knitted on top as well.
Always associated the
Air Max
stinkier
shoes.
your feet, the manlier you are.
The what feet?
Stinkier your feet, the more manly you are.
Is that the?
Is that what you've heard?
Yeah,
the
let's
way
look it up.
You measure,
Yeah, I think that's like on the.
not related to men
I think they talk
beards.
about that for the sexiest man alive contest.
They all.
Yeah.
I have the
That's-
stinkiest feet.
That's
I
actually
don't think that's
actually when they run those contests, that's one of the requirements.
More-
I
They're
think
like,
they
okay,
talk about that in the Iliad.
see what you look
manly.
like with
Yeah.
your hair, your beard.
I'm pretty
Let me
sure-
smell your feet.
In order to get into Valhalla, you have to have stinky feet.
I don't think any of this is real.
But the actual question was Schmoe.
Are you sure? Maybe he wanted to know about
Well,
shoes.
he redeemed another one saying,
That's
like,
So what
damn it.
show has changed your perspective?
definitely Berserk.
Oh, did a
Yeah.
show ever give / change a perspective on something? You know that was a typo.
We did 15 minutes on shoes.
Um.
I did like the shoe question. Definitely Berserk. It gave me the perspective of no matter how bad things get with the anxiety and depression, I can just keep going. So that was a very important thing in my life at the time.
I would say that I definitely feel that reading the manga, especially. I mean, I feel like I have a lot of answers, but what's the best one?
I feel like Lovecraft Country.
Ooh, yeah.
Like I am aware of that sort of thing, but
Mhm.
just seeing it like that,
Yeah.
the racism and
Sure. Yeah, it's not the answer somebody wants, or whoever did this question, but do you guys ever watch a type of media and your headspace for the next half hour stuff is thinking in that type of media? Like when I watch a speed run and then I get off my phone and go do something, I find myself trying to do things very extremely quickly and efficiently. Like you play Assassin's Creed and then you walk down the street and you're looking at buildings like, I bet you can jump up there. Does that ever happen to you?
Yeah.
That happens to me a lot.
I bet you. Is
Yeah.
that what you're like? Well, I could jump up there. I could do this.
I
I could kill that guy. He wouldn't even know.
Right now, I'm watching a true crime show on Netflix, a documentary about a guy who was sent to prison falsely for 21 years.
Sure.
And I get into the skeptic headspace because all of these guys that lied to put this guy in jail. So I'm thinking around who's they have someone talking about body language, and I'm looking at people's body language, But it changes my perspective for 30 minutes until it goes away.
The Honest Liar with James Randi. I was always skeptical before, but watching that, I feel like I became much more skeptical.
Absolutely, yeah, I would say that. Probably the skeptic stuff, especially when you, for me at least, late teenager, early 20, still having that I know I don't have a reason to believe this, but I like it. It comforts me, And sometimes I should default to I don't and have good reasons why I do. So James Randi definitely changed that for me 100%.
The first one that came to mind was there's a show that came out more recently, I think on Hulu, called 9 Perfect Strangers.
Mm-hmm.
And some of the stuff that they cover on that show is very interesting.
Sure.
And there's one thing in particular. I think the thing that show does is there's different elements of it that can resonate with different people with different experiences. And there's one from there for me that resonated with a different perspective that I hadn't thought about before.
Yeah.
So if you haven't seen that show, check it out. I spent a good bit of time in the beginning, especially being like, what
That's new, isn't it?
is this show? Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Nicole Kidman?
It has Nicole Kidman. It has Gaston. What is it? Luke Evans. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It has him in it. It has it was the guy from Knives Out, not Nash Bridges, but the other guy. Damn.
The guy with the limp?
He had the limp and the cane.
Can't remember his name.
I want to say Daughtry, but I don't think that's it. Donovan?
Can't.
Something Donovan, I think. I don't know. Anyway, he's in it. The one girl who's in
Michael Shannon.
Shannon.
Michael Shannon.
Michael Shannon, that's it. Michael Donovan is something else.
Michael Shannon is
That's what I was
Zod.
thinking.
If you had said Zod, I would have got it.
Zod, yeah, Zod. That one girl from Scary Movie is in it too. I didn't realize it because I've seen her in a long time, but she's also in there too. But there's a few people that
Chris Pratt's ex-wife.
No, that's Anna Faris or
Oh.
whatever, right? This was
Yeah.
Isn't she the girl from
Regina
Scary Movie?
King, I
Oh,
think is
okay.
her name.
Regina King.
I think is her name.
Isn't that showrunner?
I don't
I
know.
don't
That's
fucking know
Angela
names,
King.
man. Oh yeah, you might be right.
I think it's Regina.
No, you're 100%
King.
right. I didn't mean to say you might.
I didn't mean to say it in the
I
mic.
didn't mean to say you might. You are right.
Oh, I didn't mean to say it in the mic. So, but no, there's some really good actors in it and stuff too. But maybe it's the Regina Hall. I don't know. Something
People
like
are
that.
saying Regina Hall.
That might be it.
Regina King from Watchmen.
Yeah, I think it's Regina Hall. Though.
Oh, yeah.
So, but there's some faces I recognize in it. But the show itself is really interesting. And me and Melanie started watching it on vacation when it first came out. I had no idea what it was about, except for that these people all were in it, and it's pretty interesting. Actually, I was waiting to get to the end to kind of see what my thoughts would be on should this be something that we react to in the future or something like that. But
You feel like that's had a perspective change on you?
I think so. I think it's definitely the themes and the stuff it talks about is really interesting, and it's only 8 episodes.
Gotcha.
Melissa McCarthy's also in it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And also Samara Weaving, who is Ted? No, I think she was Billy in the Bill and Ted, one of the daughters.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
I was like, hey, I know her. What do I know her from? And she was that.
Gotcha.
Also, there's a guy from, if you ever seen The Good Place, there's a guy that's from that's in it. Not the one who lives with
The guy from Cheers?
Kristen Bell, but the other guy who was, you know what I'm talking about?
Giannu.
That sounds
Or
right.
Another J name.
Something like that.
But yeah, I'm right.
Okay.
I know what you mean.
But he's in it.
I'm trying to do it with no
Jason.
spoilers.
His name's yeah.
Yeah.
He's in it. So that's it. I haven't seen that show in a while. I only watched the first season, but I remember
Yeah.
I know him from this, so
Another one I can think of is Silence of the Lambs.
Mm.
Of how uncomfortable a woman can feel with men looking at them.
Yeah.
I always felt like it shot that very well.
Mm-hmm.
And I had never really thought about it before I saw that.
Sure.
did you have one, Calvin?
Black Mirror.
Black Mirror.
It always left me in an altered headspace.
Makes sense.
That's probably one of my big ones.
All right. Starkiller asks, if there were a what if style show set in the Star Wars universe, what premise would you want to see?
I feel like it's what we had with Visions.
Yeah, almost.
Kinda.
In a way, it just wasn't revolving around characters, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
You can always have the what if episode 3 didn't turn out the way it did, you know?
What if the Jedi trusted Anakin?
Sure.
Yeah.
What if
What if Rogue One didn't succeed?
what if
Qui-Gon didn't die?
episode 1, yeah. What if
Yeah.
episode 1 was different,
Yeah.
you know? There's definitely a lot of things I think that would be really interesting, and a lot of I think takes place in the early movies to really make a difference later on.
Sure.
But Qui-Gon's a big one. That could have changed.
What if Luke went to Alderaan and Leia went to
Sure.
Tatooine? That'd be a cool one.
Yeah.
That could be very interesting.
What if R2 was Chopper?
Maybe.
He would have taken over the shot for Luke in the trench.
But no, there's different ideas too. If Qui-Gon would have been in other movies later on, things that Dooku says, would that stuff be true? Would Qui-Gon join his side?
Qui-Gon Jinn would never join you.
You know, there was that kind of talk
Don't
of
be so sure.
he would have seen or would have thought this or that, but
Yeah.
would he have? You know, that would have been an interesting thing to kind of touch on.
Yeah.
But because he didn't, and then became one with the Force and all that kind of stuff, that's what what became of him. But what if he didn't? Would he have been bad, or would he have been good, or would he have turned the bad side good? You know, I don't know what would have happened.
What if Dak didn't die and he really did take on the entire Empire himself?
That would be.
I want to see that one.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What if Vader didn't alter the deal?
He's like, I made a deal. Deal's a deal.
Deal gets better and better all the time.
Maybe we can talk about this. Ao Min, if you guys could be in any of the What If episodes, which one and why? If you had to be in any of the
Well,
What If
I guess the party would be fun.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to be in any of them.
Yeah,
though.
that seems.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of them kind of. By the end of it, it's like, man, damn, that sucks. you
Yeah.
know, like.
Like maybe the T'Challa one. That one seemed like a good time.
The first episode. I'll be in that. That'd be good.
That's not bad.
Yeah. I'll be in that and see how the future is or something.
Sure.
I don't know.
Stone Cold HP. What's more epic, Duel of the Fates or the Charge of the Rohirrim?
More epic.
Is this talking about
Music.
Is that a song?
Yeah.
The Charge, or is that a moment?
Well, I guess I took it as the moment.
Oh, I took it as a song, but I guess the moment.
That's why I was asking. Like, is it playing a song called "The Charge of Rohirrim"?
I'll say something
Rohirrim?
controversial. Music, Duel of the Fates. Moment, Charge of the Rohirrim.
Yeah.
Because in Duel of the Fates, I love Duel of the Fates, and there's a lot of themes, and you can talk. I literally will talk about it for 3 hours. But Qui-Gon, Obi-Wan, Darth Maul all enter that fight thinking that they can win.
Yeah.
The Rohan charges like to death.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we are going to die, and we're going to take as many of them as we can. That's epic.
Yeah, no, I cried during the Charge.
Yeah.
I did not cry watching Duel of the Fates.
No, I'm hyped for Duel of the Fates, and
Yeah.
I'm upset when Qui-Gon dies, but like seeing the lone white horse of King Theoden at the front, you know, it has always gotten me. And I fucking love Carl Urban just, and he fucking on a horse at full clip, throws his fucking spear, flips it, and catches it. That's badass. So yeah, that's mine. What about you guys?
No, the word is epic that you're looking for.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Epic. I think that counts as epic.
No, you said badass. That's why I was like, no, the word is
Sure.
epic.
Well, but yeah, I mean, if epic means large scale, then
Yeah.
I mean, it was also very large scale. You know how many New Zealanders with horses they got?
no, that's what I'm talking about. Like,
And you know how many bunny holes they had to avoid
Oh my gosh!
in that field.
Bunny holes.
But no, I love Theoden, like hitting like the spears of his countrymen, you know? Ride now, ride for ruin, ride for the world's ending. Oh, so fucking good.
And the Red Dawn.
Yep. Like, that's so good. Aragorn's speech later is not as good.
Sure.
I mean, I like it, but it's not as good.
Yeah.
I will
Bernard
say.
Hill killed it in that scene.
I will say, like, also though, like Duel of the Fates and what it stands for and means and stuff, especially if you've watched like the Mandalorian thing.
Sure.
Like, really puts a lot more like
Yeah.
emphasis and importance to like what
Yeah.
that whole fight is all about. You know. So
Yep.
I also like that one a lot.
I agree.
they're both
But
great.
music, Duel of the Fates. I love the Rohan theme, but Duel of the Fates is just... You can put it to anything and it makes it better. Rohan one also helps, but it doesn't make everything better.
Doesn't make everything better.
Yeah.
Like, which one works better with a guy like doing some crazy cooking thing and throwing stuff in the air?
Dude, there's a guy washing his car, like on a security camera at a car wash with the power hose, and it fucking gets away from him, and someone put it to Duel of the Fates, and it's fucking awesome. He's like, "Hana, Sina, Fina," and he's like running around like this. It's so fucking good.
But you put the Rohan song in there, it
It's not gonna be
doesn't work the same.
na-na-na-na-na. No, it sounds good.
It doesn't work.
Nope.
Okay.
Oh, Miles Witch.
You have so many mice.
No, I was trying to look something up because I had not heard of this, but Mr. Yao Sao, hi Rick, have you heard about the Japan landmark Sega arcade closure? I had not, so I was trying to look it up, but apparently it's been open for 28 years.
No.
The closure is not due to the COVID-19 pandemic, according to the manager. The closure was announced back in August. The decision attributed both to the expiration of the fixed-term building lease contract and plans to renew and renovate the building itself. It was opened in 1993 and rebranded with Sega's name in 2013.
Sega.
Yeah, the time of the arcades. Golden Age.
Yeah.
There's no arcade.
Do you think they'll have a resurgence at some point? Or is it just, well, I mean, you can do all this
I don't
on
think so.
your phone?
I don't
or-
know. So much stuff from history always comes back around, right?
I mean, for hipsters.
Well, yeah.
You mean that's not just for hipsters?
like flannel.
Flannel, bell-bottom jeans,
Hey!
fucking. Flannel never went out of style, baby.
Fucking Clark Kent brought back in Smallville, and then that was 20 years ago.
So, I don't know. Maybe at some point. Like, I still like going to arcades and stuff. The only thing, though, is, like, when you have an arcade local or anything, like, it's not typical that you go in there, like, even every month and there's something new there.
Yeah.
Usually it's just the same stuff. And some of that's a mixture of, like, well, how often do people go there and play things? Because there's so much stuff. You can play on your phone. You can play on the computer. You can play on consoles at home. Like, arcades were really big because you didn't have all those things at home where you could just play on a console at home and play the games you want to play. You know?
And like you're trying to win like 10,000 tickets to buy something that in any other store you wouldn't even fucking want.
I hate that. Like,
I love it though. There's something cool about it to me.
There's something about I'd rather just have games be there to be games.
Yeah.
And be fun for the game versus like here's a bunch of games that are hopefully skill, maybe luck based to win, and you're gonna get tickets maybe.
Sure.
Because like when I go in like one of those arcades, like say you go into Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah.
Most of the time I just like, man, I want to find a real fun game that I enjoy playing. But I spend most of the time looking around with the kids trying to be like, well, you'll probably get 10 tickets from this from one coin, so maybe we should do that one. Or this one you could get 50 tickets, but it's a harder one to do. But it's not necessarily that I enjoy playing that game. I'm just looking at it for tickets, you know? People don't play the lottery because it's fun.
Dude, we got
People play the lottery hoping to get money, you know?
We got fucking different priorities. You said all that and didn't once mention pizza. Chuck E. Cheese is a pizza place.
Yeah, but they don't have the best pizza.
It's recycled pizza.
Like, I could get better pizza anywhere,
They
you
like
know?
scrape the cheese off and put
That's
it on
why
other
it's
shit.
good there. You can only get the shit there.
You can only get
It's
shit.
special, man.
Special shit.
Fucking hell yeah. That's why one of my favorite like movie snacks is movie nachos and cheese. Because the chips are just the tiniest bit stale. The cheese is just a little bit too baked. You can't do that at home. It's not special. There's no magic.
No magic in
No
the
magic.
cheese, huh?
Chuck
know where
E.
there's
Cheese has
magic?
some magic.
Donato's.
It's good too, yeah.
Donato's pretty good.
That's a pretty good damn pizza.
Yeah, but I don't take it to the movies.
But they don't have
Or Chuck E.
nachos, Aaron.
Cheese.
They don't have nachos.
I don't, yeah, but when I want pizza, I can go get good pizza. When I want nachos, I can make them at home because you don't find good nachos anywhere.
Qdoba has pretty good nachos.
Well, they have, yeah, I guess. It's like a, what do they call it? A 3 cheese nachos or 3 cheese something?
Queso.
Well, they do have that. You're right.
3 cheese queso. Yes.
I did go and have the Qdoba like mac stuff that you had that one
Oh,
time.
the mac and cheese or
I
whatever.
got like the spiciest shit I could get. It was so fucking good, Calvin.
So good, Eric.
You got the
like every time I
spiciest?
go to Qdoba, I'm like, this is gonna be good. And when I finish, I'm like, was as good as I thought it was gonna be. But that was.
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
I stopped doing I used to always do a wheat burrito.
Yeah.
I stopped doing that. One, it kind of cuts out some of the carb of it, I guess.
Sure.
But two, they have a lot of new people there, and they don't know how to fold a burrito. And it's
And-
always ripped or broken or torn up and all weird, and it was hard and messy to eat.
Sure.
So now I just get a bowl instead, and I'll get like maybe chips and queso on the side. And if
Gotcha.
I want some, I can just do that.
Dip it.
And you get more in the bowl than you do the burrito anyway.
Well,
Sure.
I quite like the mac.
Like you can also just instead of getting the burrito, just get the nacho things because they'll give you like a bag of chips with your burrito bowl basically
It's almost a burrito bowl.
for your
yeah.
nachos. But really, you just
That's
all
what
it's to
Carmen
go, so you get them in a bag. That way, it's not in there and getting all mushy. So now you have a whole bag of chips and a burrito bowl. You just fucking eat
Sure.
it like that. It's great.
I'm getting a Chipotle over in Vienna. Aren't you excited?
I have Qdoba now.
I know.
And the Chipotle, unless they've added it, last time I was at one of those in like Columbus, they don't have queso.
Really?
They just had like beans, rice, meat, cheese. Like
Guac.
you can make a good burrito, but I really like the queso that they have.
When I
at,
go
like,
to
Qdoba.
Chipotle, I get free guac.
But I haven't-
They had queso when I was there.
I haven't been to a Chipotle
I mean, to be fair,
since before the pandemic.
it's been like
a
5
long,
years.
long time.
It seems strange for
But-
them not to have
yeah.
queso.
But they,
Maybe they were just out, or
they
they didn't
didn't-
like you.
Chad
It-
disagrees.
They're like, here's that guy. I hate Samwise.
I
Take
feel like
his
they.
queso.
I feel like when we went there, they didn't, and that was one of the
Maybe
things
you
that
pronounced
Melanie
it wrong.
is. What? I said
You
queso
have,
wrong.
some queso.
They didn't. I mean, they had cheese.
I know. They say it's a new thing.
Okay, because like when we went, like
Big
I
Lassie
forget.
boy said, yes, they do, old man. It's a new thing.
I remember being there, and that was one of the things Melanie didn't like.
Yeah.
Was that she wanted queso because we got
Didn't
used
have
to it at
queso,
Qdoba,
yeah.
and they didn't have it up there.
Samwise
But
is the queso guardian.
I do remember that they were really cool about stuff because because I think she had never had Chipotle, but I had from times of traveling or whatever. They gave me like her food for free so that she could try it and see if she liked it, and hopefully she'd come back for more.
Sure.
It was really nice. I paid for mine.
Sure.
He was like, "You ever had Chipotle before?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, I've had it before." She hasn't yet. He's like, "Oh no, here's for free." Like, what?
Man, fuck.
That was very nice of him.
Go out, put a beard on, like some glasses. Hi, yes, never had before. Get more.
So, I remember that trip specifically because of all those events that occurred. And it had also been a rough day because I think we might have been up there for, I think for the hospital for trying to get something done with the kids or something maybe or something. I forget. It had been something that was going on.
Yeah.
I can't remember what all it was.
Huh. We do have a Moe's Southwest Grill demo, but I've never gone. There's one in Vienna. I always pass by it, and it's next to an iPlace, and I'm always thinking like, man, I gotta go to that iPlace.
Yeah.
So I have a good excuse to go to that Moe's place.
A couple weeks ago, when Captain Cold was doing the today is blah 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 blah
Guacamole day or whatever.
there was free queso day, and it was for Moe's Grill House.
Yeah.
I've never gone to Moe's. We have one over in Vienna.
Yeah, I have to check it out. They have great queso.
Yeah.
See, that's why I try to specify too. Someone was like, they don't have queso. They just have cheese. As a Mexican, that sounds so contradictory. I was like they do have cheese.
Shredded cheese, though,
Yeah.
right? Not
Sure.
like a
But
sauce.
The queso has like, at least at Qdoba, is like a melted cheesy kind of thing with like, I don't know, almost like a salsa in it. You know what I mean? Like there's little bits of pieces of peppers or something in it.
There's little bits of like peppers and
Jancy
and
makes
spices and
queso
stuff.
at home. It's pretty good.
I like queso. It's good.
It's very good. It's so
Kyle asked, "Hey guys, I've been getting into listening to audiobooks on Audible.
Ooh.
Wondering if you have any recommendations of what I can listen to on a Doctor Who just now, then going to listen to the Ahsoka one next."
Are you just-
Ahsoka is
Are you
really
just
good.
doing audiobooks, or do you want any kind of like podcasts or anything like that? Because I recommend Dan Carlin.
Ooh, Hardcore History?
Yeah,
I've listened to Hardcore History like a motherfucker, Calvin.
I listened to it all the way to California.
Like a doctor. I love that one. Yeah, I always recommend Star Wars audiobooks. I haven't listened to one in like 10 years, but back in the day, they would add music, sound effects. They had the voice actors. It was really awesome. It felt like an experience.
They do that kind of stuff still.
Do they still do that?
Yeah. The Ahsoka one that I was listening to would have like
Like
a ship
and,
like
yeah.
taken away, going somewhere or something.
Yeah.
So like there was some sound effects like that. But the Ahsoka one's really good if you haven't read the book or heard it or anything. And it's read by Ashley Eckstein, which is really cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
So you can also get like that Ahsoka voice in there, Otherwise, if you're looking Star Wars wise, I still really, it's not canon anymore, but the Revan book is a really interesting book as well. Like there's one of those out. I would check that out. Those are the two I can think of. Dean Koontz The Watchers. That was my first audiobook I think I ever listened to. And I listened to it like 15 minutes at a time driving from my parents' house to school. If I had to go to work, I'd listen to there too. But
I have two. Dune on Audible is really good, so give that a listen. It's amazing, and you can get it read before the movie comes out, maybe. And also, even if you've seen the film version, I think the Disaster Artist audiobook is still worth a listen.
Is that Greg Sestero?
It's Greg
Sestero.
Sestero.
Yeah, reading it.
Sestero.
Really good. Check those out.
Indeed.
Check it out.
Check it out now.
One hop.
Chappie asked if any of you seen The Velocipaster. I have.
I have not.
not. It's
I've seen it pop up a few times.
It's one of those trying to be bad movies, and therefore it has gained my ire. I did not.
Wouldn't that just be a comedy?
I mean, if you find that funny. Yeah.
Comedies are trying to be bad?
I mean, wasn't like Willie's like that?
No, I don't think Willie's qualifies.
Willie's is definitely trying to be bad,
Willie's is.
right?
yeah.
There's no way Willie's is not
I feel like
trying,
it's trying to be
bad.
funny.
It's not trying to be The Exorcist.
No, it's not. It's trying to be bad. What are you talking about?
I don't think so.
What do you mean? The
I've
Exorcist?
seen it trying to be bad and just, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
I
definitely
feel like Willie's hit that for me.
it's definitely trying to be like a campy
Yeah.
kind of.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean bad.
Yeah,
Isn't that the nice way of saying bad? Is
No.
campy?
No,
No.
campy
Well,
is
not
a
necessarily,
tone.
because like
I
Army of the
guess.
Dead is campy, but it's not like
You mean the third Evil Dead?
I think it would be really easy for people to say it's bad, but I don't know if its goal is to be people are going to think this is real bad.
Yeah, I just feel like most people are probably not gonna like Willy's as much.
Oh, no. Yeah.
And like, I feel like the word campy is used for like, this is kind of a bad movie, but I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's I always felt like campy kind of like it's like trying tongue in cheek with like it knows what it's doing and what the genre is like, and it's trying to kind of like play with it.
Yeah,
It's
but
like
you
kind of
can be campy and be good.
Yeah. Like I
Can
think
you?
a lot of Psych
Yeah,
episodes are like
100%.
that.
like
Are they?
Batman and Robin is campy.
True. The like 1966.
Yeah, but is that not?
Are you
No.
talking about Batman and Robin?
Yes.
Let me see.
The Joel Schumacher one?
Yeah, I think so.
Ugh.
The movie that Aaron likes.
I mean, it was
That's
100% going for the campy tone,
Yeah.
regardless if
Definitely
you like it or not, you know?
Damn it.
Like, it had a fucking spotlight on Mr. Freeze.
Let's see what I find. I like the definition of campy. Another word for camp. Like what?
What's the definition of camp? To the side there.
This one? Oh, camp is an aesthetic style of sensibility that regards something as appealing because of its bad taste and ironic value.
Hmm.
Like I guess it's like it's trying to be bad,
But
you
it
know,
could be,
or
but it could be,
aware.
that's, like, that can be used to be good.
sure.
Whereas Velociraptor sounds like its intention,
Velocipaster.
Pastor.
Velocipaster, its intention was to be bad, is what it sounds like.
Wouldn't that be campy though? Because like it's appealing to like what a bad movie would be.
Poor taste.
Isn't that in its definition campy?
I don't
Or am I
feel like it.
misunderstanding like
No.
appealing because of its
think-
bad taste and ironic
Well,
value?
I think probably what it is there's different levels of camp. Like there can be unintentional camp.
yeah.
There can be like intentional camp, and then there's like
On
this is
purpose.
our only gimmick camp.
I think camp
Like,
is
where they
something
just-
that time bestows.
What do you
If
mean?
that makes sense.
No. What do you mean?
So like Star Trek the original series.
Like it's not campy when they made it, but
Yeah.
it's campy now.
yeah, like if you watch Star Trek the original series now, I think it's a lot campier than it was when it originally aired.
Definitely.
Because effects and everything has
See,
grown.
And
but-
then you can, in a modern sense, try to match that tone that is now out of style, and that
Yeah.
can be called campy.
like I think it would match more like I wouldn't call classic Doctor Who campy. I think that's just what they had then, and they were just trying to do, and it's expensive to do sci-fi or something, and here's
Yeah.
what they had. But then when they made the modern stuff, some of
Yeah.
that was kind of campy, but I think they were trying to pull from what classic Doctor Who was.
yeah,
Right?
But
Like
I
Star
wouldn't say
Trek-
that it's trying to be bad. I said it's trying to hit a certain style,
Yeah,
like
sure.
a campy style.
It's trying to hit that style of what
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah,
Whereas
a difference
there's
of,
other
like,
things.
I'm going to write this so it makes no sense.
Yeah.
I'm going to like do these effects the worst I can possibly do them.
It's like when people fake that this AI wrote a movie script after reading 10,000 movie scripts.
Sure, I see
and
those all the time.
Yeah, I see them all the time. I 100%. I bet you 99% of those are just people writing like stupid shit, and it's no AI involved. You
Really?
know? Like I just can't find that. Just it's trying to be bad, and it's not funny to me. Whereas if you prove that no, a fucking AI did this, I might get some enjoyment out of it.
But because there's no proof of it, you don't like. I
would
don't know.
I default to that's just someone making shit
Yeah,
up.
I have no idea if it really is someone
Yeah.
who does that or not.
Yeah, I just default to it.
Sure.
Especially
AI
after
is-
the first couple of times it went viral.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they just keep pushing it to make it viral more with like another version of
Mhm.
something like that.
Sure.
I suppose maybe the bad and campy is like one of those like some are but not all are kind of one of those, you know what I mean?
Venn diagram.
I'll
Nelly
grant
is a
to you
pink
that it's a
Kind
very
of, right?
arguments.
Like if like some elephants are pink but not all elephants
Yeah.
are pink kind of thing.
and
or
I'll grant
something
you,
like
Aaron, that it's a blurry line, and I'm going to get it wrong a couple times trying to figure out
Sure.
if it's campy or bad. You
Yeah.
know? But I think that there are two directions. Like trying to be, oh, this is going to be just as bad as The Room. Like you can't do that. The Room needs to be done in earnest
Yeah.
to be bad.
So you can't purposely make a good bad movie.
I don't think so.
I still
it-
want to
it-
say Willy's Wonderland was trying to be a bad movie, though. I really
think
think
it was
it
trying to be campy, but I think you and I just have a different definition of campy and bad.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
Like, does Nick Cage, when he does his janitor face, when someone speaks and he's supposed to speak and he doesn't, is he doing that with intention to make me laugh?
Yeah.
I feel like he is, but I can understand a world in which, no, they're trying to make him seem intimidating and he doesn't speak. But it feels like it's edited to give me room to enjoy it, and then it goes away, you know?
Sure.
Maybe cheesy is a better word than campy.
Maybe.
Cheesy is
queso.
But they're also really. This movie's so queso. Maybe. I don't know. It's a matter of kind of figuring out like what is the right word for what I'm trying to think of and stuff too. But
Yeah.
some of those movies, like that one, definitely has a cheesy nature to it too. But sometimes like cheesy and campy can be like interchanged in some cases when people talk about it.
Sure.
So I don't know. But I haven't seen Velocipaster. It was something I've seen. I didn't know what it was about. I read like not a synopsis, but it was one of those like, oh, it's on Netflix. What's it? What's this? Oh, that's what this is about. Okay. I'm like, all right.
Pretty much all you need to know is on the cover.
Maybe I should watch it at some point. Well, I didn't know one thing. I had an assumption by the name of it.
Sure.
But I didn't know about it. Another thing tagged on to the blurb at the end. I'm like, oh, that's what this is about. Okay.
Mm.
I've seen
Oh.
Cabin in the Woods. Cabin in the Woods is good.
Yeah.
Cabin in the Woods is quite good. Flash Arrow, you guys talk about the IGN best game of all time yet? The
Oh,
winner
no.
has been decided.
Has it?
I don't know
Oh,
if you guys
man, I
saw it or
forgot
not.
about that.
Bracket.
Interesting.
Yeah, I
The
didn't vote.
winner is God of War,
2018?
2018.
Well,
Best game of all time? Well, I will
That's
say
good
that
press
I
for
quite
them.
enjoyed it.
right?
What?
That's good press for them. For Ragnarok.
It was against GTA 5.
Ah,
And,
okay.
GTA 5 was the other finalist.
Having played and beaten both of those games, yeah, it's no contest. I mean, they're both going for a different style, but
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever played a game that had the actual character work that God of War had for me. And that's even over like Last of Us and stuff. Like, I loved playing the first 3 games, but they made a legit character out of Kratos.
Oh yeah.
Like, not just like a myth character. Like, oh no, Kratos in these games, he's a man striving to be a god. In this game, he's a god striving to be a man. And it's so good. Oh,
You guys want to know what the final 4 were?
Sure.
Obviously, we had GTA 5 and God of War.
sure.
God of War beat out GTA San Andreas
Interesting.
to then go after GTA 5.
Huh.
GTA 5 beat out Legend of Zelda Breath of the
Breath
Wild.
of the Wild.
Those were the final 4. Was 2 GTA games, 5 in San Andreas, Breath of the
Yeah.
Wild, and God of War.
No, I mean, GTA 5 is just, there's a reason that it's been
Remade over and over and over.
yeah, put out on every console and stuff. I mean, it's like Skyrim. It's like, hey, that thing has legs. If you're talking about best game of all time, it has a lot of time to
Sure.
be a game.
Yeah. Now, I almost want to say though, like out of those, but God of War must have it would have beaten it. I want to say out of GTA 5 and San Andreas. I think San Andreas
Yeah.
might be higher on my
Sure.
list. But I haven't beaten GTA 5, so it might be more biased because like I spent a lot of time as a kid. I guess a kid. I don't know how old I was playing that game, and it was so big and
Yeah.
vast, and there was so much to do.
There
There
is.
was jetpacks and planes.
Yeah.
And I was so excited for planes, you
But
know, and
no, you're right.
helicopters and
But I guess in my time of playing GTA, it's always been very enjoyable. But in God of War, I had very enjoyable mixed with like, I really care about what these guys, you know? Like, I really care about this character. I'm really invested and emotional about this right now.
Sure, yeah.
So I don't think GTA and I don't think it wants to have those moments, you know?
no. And that's why I'm not saying like it would have beaten
Yeah.
out God of War because God of War beat it.
Sure.
But I think out of the GTAs, I would
get
say
you.
San Andreas is like probably my favorite of the GTAs. But
Yeah. I wonder how the results would have changed had like the bottom half or the top half of both brackets had been reversed.
sure.
You know?
Well, and some of it too is like, yeah, if you
If
would
some of those games had gone against different games.
Yeah, that's one of the things is how different. Like, sure, maybe this game doesn't beat this game, but this game would have beaten that game.
Yeah.
But that game beat that game, so then we end up with this. You
God
know?
of War is not my best game of all time, but I could see why a voting group put it at the best game of all time.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely good.
Because I mean,
Right?
it's going to get a lot of 2s and 3s over my 1. You know what I'm saying? Like in terms of like ranking them. Like I'm probably gonna have a different 1, but it's gonna be in my 2 or my 3, and it's probably gonna be in a lot of people's 2 and 3s.
Sure. Like if
So,
you take everyone's top
yeah.
3 games,
yeah,
it's not everybody's one game, but
sure.
if it was all our 2 or 3, it's gonna be higher than games that aren't even on the list. So I get you there. But no, I don't know. It's hard for me to even just say like this would be my favorite game of all time.
Yeah, it's hard for me to think too. Like I would want it to be something that could only be a video game, you know?
Mhm.
Whereas I feel like a lot of the stuff that people love about God of War could be in a movie.
Mm.
But I'm not sure like what would be my number 1.
You know what I would like instead? Because especially like this one had, there's a couple Legend of Zeldas, some Mario games, GTA, San Andreas 5. I think I'd like to see the best video game franchise of all time.
Sure.
That would be interesting.
And see what they do with that. Like that way you can put Halo, and it's like all of Halo.
Yeah.
All of the God of War games, all of the Legend of Zelda games.
All of the Elder Scrolls.
Like, what do you consider to be the best
Fallout.
franchise of all time for video games?
BioShock.
And that one might be a little different too, because like for me, it's easier to think of like, oh, I love Kingdom Hearts and I love Metal Gear Solid. Well, what's your favorite Kingdom Hearts game? Like, I don't know. What's your favorite Metal Gear Solid game? Like, I don't know. Like, 1's very important, but I also really like 4. And 2, I played a whole bunch, but it's just hard to pick some of that kind of stuff. But if I loop in the franchises and can group them like, this is a whole story, it's like instead of picking your favorite Star Wars movie, it's like, oh, I love Star Wars, and I love Lord of the Rings, and I love Harry Potter. Instead of being like, well, how about this Harry Potter, this Lord of the Rings, and this Star Wars?
I understand. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like-
but that can hurt it too. 'Cause, like if you have a really bad game in the series,
Sure.
and you have to consider it.
But it keeps it as a whole, It's like, oh, well, who's the most consistent? Who keeps a good story? Who keeps good gameplay? Or who keeps innovating?
Who keeps changing things up? Like
Yeah.
you can have Pokemon where you have like little tiny baby steps each iteration.
Yeah.
Or you could have God of War that goes from God of War 3 to God of War 4, and you're like, holy fuck,
Sure.
they changed that.
Like GTA 3 came out, and there was like Vice City and stuff, and like
Yeah.
they were kind of similar, and little like, oh, my guy talks now and stuff,
Yeah.
and there's a story here. But then San Andreas just blew up the map and added so much more stuff. Like, oh damn, look at this. And then GTA 4 came out, took it all away. Like, well, fuck this
I
game.
mean, go from Legend of Zelda 1, and it's the way it did things.
Then
And
2,
then all the way through to Breath of the Wild, that kind of goes back to 1.
yeah. So I don't know. I think that would be an interesting bracket to see, like, because there's tons of franchises.
Oh, yeah.
We named off like 10 just now.
Oh, yeah.
Like you could have
With no trouble.
what are the best franchises, and then put those in a bracket, and let's have those face off. And I'd like to see the winner of that one.
And we could do that.
We
We have a YouTube channel.
We can do that.
Oh wow,
Damn.
dude, that is a fucking good idea, Rick. You should do
It's
that.
almost like
You make me
we
rank
have
things
a
again.
platform with which to recruit votes.
We have votes, recruit votes. No, I want them to vote. I want to know their opinion.
No,
Not
I'm not
recruiting.
saying recruit votes for
Oh.
our favorite, but like
Like you guys vote for
If you just
Metal Gear Solid, please.
put a piece of paper up on a corkboard somewhere in the middle of a city. It's like you're probably not going to get a bunch of
No,
responses.
sure, I get you. But it'd be fun to like, oh, what would everyone want to vote for? And what are their
It
thoughts?
would be fun. It'd be fun to do that ahead of time and then us do a ranking.
I could do that. That'd be fun.
It would be interesting for us to do our own rankings and then see how we diverge from the averages.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things where it's like, well, I'm going to have a different list because I haven't played the same stuff you've played and vice versa and stuff too.
Sure.
True.
And like you can see like, oh, well, here's,
Yeah.
say there's 30 games on the list.
Yeah.
Like if you've only played 15 of them, those are going to be in your 15 of your favorites
Sure.
for best franchise of all time. But even still, like you might have played like one of every
Mhm.
franchise and have a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Like if you name off like Pokemon, Metal Gear, Elder Scrolls, whatever, like, well, I've played, Skyrim, but I haven't played all of Elder Scrolls. I've played Fallout New Vegas, but I haven't played all of Fallout or something.
Sure.
Like you might have a little bit, and that would be everybody kind of thinking. And a good franchise would be like, oh, I played Metal Gear Solid 3, you never played a Metal Gear Solid game. That made me want to play the entire franchise. Versus like, oh, well, I played Assassin's Creed 4, and that was fun, but I didn't care to play anymore.
Yeah, no,
and that could kind of dive into like what makes a franchise good.
It definitely speaks to the franchise of like if you had to have played all of them.
Sure. Or if you didn't have to, but they made it pull in. Like I think Uncharted 2 does a pretty good job of like you don't have to play all of them. You could play one of them and still enjoy it. But if you play them all, you're seeing what Nathan Drake's journey was this whole time, you know?
Sure.
So I really like some of those ideas. And then it's like, oh, fuck, man, I loved Uncharted 2. I got to play the whole series, you know?
All right, well, we are out of time, so let's get to bits and donations.
Bits.
Hilding 200 bits, weekly loving, finally got a PS5. It comes tomorrow.
Yay!
Congrats, Hilding.
Well,
Nice.
make sure you got Dead by Daylight on whatever consoles and stuff you guys have because we're playing that tomorrow for Scream Stream.
Yep.
Cameron Tages, 9 months. I officially made it to Blind Wave baby status. You guys rock. Thanks for being awesome.
Baby.
That's my baby.
That's your baby?
That's my baby.
My baby dog.
Hiai
My
Kira,
baby dog.
7 months. Looking forward to the next time you do a one-shot RPG. That will be in
Scream Stream.
October.
Boom, boom. Next month.
Dun, dun, dun.
It's gonna be a fun one too. You're gonna love it.
Star Killer, 26 months. Love you guys. You have introduced me to so many new shows, most recently Cowboy Bebop, which I began watching this weekend.
That's a good one.
It's great.
Thank you.
I really
Indeed.
like Cowboy Bebop.
Very cool. I had Star Killer. I had a secret The Force Unleash reference in my Schmoe promo. I want to see if anybody can recognize it.
It's not a secret anymore.
No, they still won't get it.
What is the reference?
What? No, this was
they had to
No.
figure it out.
It's a hunt.
He already told you what it's from.
I'll give them that. My first line in that promo is "Here's the rub," which is Lando Calrissian's first line in Solo: A Star Wars Story.
Here's the rub. So it's not like from a cooking
well,
show.
Technically, it's "There's the rub," right?
Oh, okay.
Captain Cold, 5 bits. Happy Ask a Stupid Question Day. Chewing Gum Day. Extra Virgin Olive Oil Day. International Blasphemy Rights Day. International Podcast Day. What perfect timing.
Yeah.
International Thunderbirds Day. International Translation Day. National Hot Mold Cider Day.
Interesting.
Ooh.
National Love People Say Day. National Love People Day. National Mud Pack Day. National Preparathon Day. Orange Shirt Day. The Time for Yoga. World Maritime Day. Another 5 bits to say happy birthday, happy 29th birthday to Ezra Miller.
Oh,
Ezra
cool.
Miller.
Nice.
Flash.
Mud pack. Is that packing mud down, or is it like a group of mud?
Mud packing?
pack. Yeah.
I
I don't want you to guess. Move on.
Klaus JS, subscribed for 13 months. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Klaus.
probably something the builders do.
Captain Fishlip, 26 months. Thank you.
Thank you.
Fish lip.
Fish lips.
Over 2 years.
2 years.
Captain Cold, cheered 5 bits. It could be a full sealed pack of only Mew cookies. You don't know.
It could be. How much is that worth?
Yeah, but if you check, it's worth less.
Put that on the market.
Yep.
Entire box of Mew cookies.
Yeah.
Unopened.
$99,999.
To prove me wrong, you have made me lose value. Thus, I'm going to sue you.
And
Is
you're
that,
gonna
thing,
be
is that a
broke.
thing you can do?
I
Do
don't
people
know.
do that?
You can sue for anything.
I guess that's true.
Captain Cold for another 5 bits. Wish I knew about the Pokemon Oreos better. I saw them at work last week. Now they're all gone. I knew they were going to be collectible, and I did nothing.
Yep.
I thought
Again, they're making fucking canisters for them.
I would have sold my Mew cookie, but I would have eaten the rest.
Yeah.
Captain Cold again with 5 bits. Blind Wave Sucker of Aaron with the dildo on his head.
Yeah, that'd be good.
As far as a Blind
sucker.
Wave snack.
It's like your head and then like a sucker coming off of it.
Or
How do you
hold the
how do you
dildo?
eat that?
You have a stick on your neck.
No,
Like you
I
just
think-
like
You can lick it.
I feel like the sucker is shaped as Aaron's head with the dildo on it.
yeah. So
That'd
like
be
there's a
good.
part sticking out like
Yeah.
this, right?
That's going to break off in shipping.
Yeah, that's not a good design, I don't think.
I think you have to hold the dildo as the sucker stick.
So my head's like this.
And then suck on the head.
Casual
Your
Doom-
head.
Casual
Your head.
Doom has resubscribed for 19 months. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Nadal Lenny has resubscribed for 38 months. Thank you very much.
Thank
you,
you.
Lenny.
Thank you.
Son of Dark Helmet, 3 months. Hey guys.
Hello.
Thank you.
Hello there. Star Kitty resubscribed for 31 months.
Thank you.
Love you.
Captain
Calvin
Cold
sent it to all our viewers.
cheered 5 bits. Can't believe South Park predicted KFC smuggling.
Did he really?
Yeah.
I don't know.
They do so much
did
weird
that.
shit.
Is that like a,
Cartman went and ate all the skin. You fat ass Cartman!
that's one of those shows where like, man, I feel like I want to watch this, but I feel like I need to catch up, so I just don't.
Aaron A25 resubscribed for 37 months.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Tattoo Mo 27 months. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mo.
Thank you.
Mo.
Mo.
Captain Cold 5 bits. Michael Tech is Tech's full name from Bad Batch. LOL. Another 5 bits from Captain Cold. Ooh, certain shaped holes are tight. No. That's a reference to.
Huh?
It was an hour
Nothing.
ago.
It's face value.
Sure we were talking about something relevant. Wargaria, 17 months. 17 months, that's like one... Wait. The comma's in the wrong place. Or no. Oh, I see. 1.4167 years. Looked like a comma.
Ah.
That's why I was confused.
Okay.
Thank you for the 17 months.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Captain Cold, 5 bits. Kamina was friends with Frodo. He would tell Frodo to yell at the eye and have him man it out with Sauron and become a giant hobbit. Maybe. And it would be possible.
Maybe. I should read these on the exercises too, so that while you go through those, I can do some of these. Push-ups from Pikachu says for Aaron for hating Sam. It says jump rope, Wilbar.
Oh.
Is that for you to do jump rope? Is that a thing you do,
Oh.
Rick?
Yeah, I do jump rope.
I don't know.
I don't know if I have a camera for it.
I'll have to deny that one. Squats.
Swap me in the 420.
Squats from Evan, Aaron for Sam. Push-ups, Superdora, Aaron for hate on Samwise Gamgee. Squats, Becky, not Calvin. Roll a die, pick a number, draw straws. We want to hear about Calvin's week.
It was pretty boring. I started playing Timberborn.
Thank you, Calvin. All right, and then squats for Becky says Aaron for the chocolate milk comeback story. I'm eating, dude. Anything else that happened, Calvin?
I got a die here for you.
Well, how do we roll a die to figure out this?
Huh?
Well, you're supposed to roll a die, pick a number, draw a straw to figure out who does these 10
Okay.
squats.
Aaron is 1 and 2. Rick is 3 and 4. Eric is 5 and 6. And I'm rolling
Well, what
a
are you?
D4.
There was no Calvin.
No, he's not supposed to do them.
It's a 3.
That would be Rick.
Yes.
That's me. I have squats.
Yeah, you have
I
squats.
thought about cheating for a second.
I thought about if you said 5 or 6. I was like, this is bullshit. I don't want to do it.
But you're supposed to. That's what it's supposed to be.
Well, while you guys are doing that,
I could have actually rolled it on a D4,
You
Eric.
could have.
I
but
can
I
That would have been
didn't.
good.
continue reading.
Calling
Raider
me a Rick.
Yeah.
Raider Phantom, 2 months. Hey, fellas. Thank you, Raider.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Raider.
Tony Ollie, 100 bits. Hey, guys, sending some love. So excited for Scream Stream. Also, have any of you guys seen all 4 Scream films? Are you excited for Scream 5 coming next January? I have not seen all of them. I've seen maybe 2.
I think I've seen 3.
Aaron says he's seen 3.
I
I've
can only
definitely
remember 2.
I've definitely seen 2. I don't think I've seen any more.
Lucifer Moonfire, subscribe for the first time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Previously on Lucifer.
Captain Cold with 3 separate 5 bits, and I'll read them all together. If you don't think you can do it, you better grit your teeth, because Common is gonna be coming with a punch. How I eat an Oreo. I separate it, scrape off half the frosting, and eat that, then put the cookie back together, eat it half biting, where the left or right side facing you is the frosting, and then the other side is empty, then suck it in my mouth until it's not as crunchy, and then chew it.
Too much work.
I just dip it in milk and then eat it.
I mean,
There's a lot of work.
I would say that's too much work, but
But I'm
then
glad
I
you enjoy
also I eat these nutty bars one wafer at a time.
And what if Luke killed Vader and enjoyed Palpatine? What if Force healing was a thing in Episode 1 and Obi-Wan used it on Qui-Gon? What if Han Solo said, I love you?
Pretty sure that they learned it from the sacred text, so I don't think they necessarily had force healing
What if?
in the Jedi Order.
The sacred texts.
Just saying.
Woozy, resubscribe for 10 months. Thank you.
Thank you.
Feeling a little woozy here.
Captain Cold, 5 bits. I'm happy that I've been doing 5 bits. I'm happy that I've been doing days so often that my name can be brought up in conversation by you guys. LOL. Takidas, subscribe for the first time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sorry for butchering the name. Take Diaz? I don't know. Limp Bisquick, which
Rolling, rolling,
I really
rolling.
like
What?
that name. 19 months. Aaron is cool.
Thank you.
Aaron A25, that is.
Super Nerd Gavin, 17 months. So close to Super Blind Wave Baby. Have y'all heard about the Star Wars book Ronin coming out in October? It's a continuation of the Vision episode, The Duel. The first 2 chapters is actually a novelization of the episode.
We have heard about that.
Yes.
We have.
Yeah. One of the episodes of Visions we talk about it. I don't remember which one. At some point.
And Takidas again with 200 bits. Hey guys, first time checking out a stream. All I have to say is Eric's beard is my soulmate.
I'll go shave it and send it to you.
Abby tipped $6.84. Hi guys, been loving the podcast. Hoping to see you guys check out Squid Game someday.
I've heard about that one.
Me Hinziu, 100 bits, been loving the podcast. Hope to see you guys check out Squid Game sometime.
Oh.
A lot of people liking Squid Games. I saw that it was trending on like Netflix, something like that. I think it's only been out for like a week or something.
Oh, best thing of the week. I finally got to watch the Great British Baking Show.
Did you see it?
episode. I did.
Did you like it?
So good.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Joshua is the last one I have. Resubscribed for 14 months. You guys are great. Keep up the great work. I'm going to do my squats.
Thank you, Joshua.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Joshua.
Squats.
Very
And
much.
then yeah, the only thing I have is these jump ropes, but we have no way of seeing it. Then I'm gonna just get rid of it. Boop.
Refunded.
We need a reaction to the Bake Off. Taquitos. Well, guys, tomorrow we will be doing Dead by Daylight. There's only 4 of us, so we're gonna need someone else to play in the 5th spot of it. So it might end up being viewers being the killer and trying to kill the crew. So make sure if you guys are wanting to join in, have the game installed. It has crossplay, so you can play it on any console, on the PCs, whatever you want to do. And I had some people already add me from Monday when I actually played a little bit of it. So you can we can go through all that tomorrow on getting added in, and then I can rotate out and have new people trying to kill us. So it should be fun. I hope.
See you guys tomorrow.
For Scream Stream!
Bye,
Bye, guys.
Bye.